Not right in this second. We're live. Testing. Hey, Abby. All right, we need help with this crossword puzzle. The sooner we can finish the crossword puzzle, the sooner we can go live on TikTok. Open it back up, man. Okay. Today's was really hard. Oh, Nelia, do you use the same app that we do? Hey, everybody. Okay, so it's a 5-letter word. Open airy spaces. I'm like 90% sure it starts with an A. 5-letter word, open airy spaces. Hey, Eli. Parks was the one we were thinking, but the thing is, New York Times. No, this is like a brain something app. Can't remember what it is. Don Milk strikes again. Hey, Tequila. Yeah, I'm gonna need a few more Thursdays to catch up, but yeah. And of course, Spectrum called Mac, so we can't even. Agora. Heard that word before. Well, there's agoraphobia. The other day when you had to do it by midnight, was the NYT puzzle. Wonder if they steal it. Yeah, probably. Atrium. So I don't think it's that, because it says wide open or airy open spaces, and usually when the clue is a plural, that means that the word is a plural. Atrium, I don't believe, would be a plural. And then, like, okay, so let me tell you how insane this puzzle is. I've never seen this before. So then the one right under that, atria. Oh, well, that actually makes more sense, because atrium would have been too many letters. Hey, Poopy. Really new here. Are you debating tonight? Yes. Once we go live on TikTok, we're not live on TikTok yet, but once we go live on TikTok, we're gonna put this up right here, and we're gonna do some debates. Hello, Dan. I have this empty feeling in my body after finishing Red Dead Redemption 2. Thank you for filling the void. No problem. My bad. Yeah, atria. Atria would make sense. I think that could work. But yeah, the two clues below that, underneath the one I just gave you, are synonym for 7 across. So then you go to 7 across, and the hint is synonym for 6 across. So we essentially have to do the down clues. What is this coming from? Neil, I would ask Mac, but literally as I started we started the live. Mac is like, "Oh, it would be awesome if you did this on pre-show so we can ask for help." And I was like, "Oh, that's perfect." So I start it. Right as I start it, Spectrum calls her. I'm already approaching a crash out, and we haven't even gotten to politics yet. Okay, let me think of the other ones. Okay, there's one that's, it says spent some time on the couch. 3 letters. The only thing I can think of is sit. That. Ooh, okay. Not thought about sat. That does make more sense. You know what? I might just start the live, and then Mac can figure out the crossword on her own. You know if it's right until you finish the entire thing? No. Won't know. I mean, she could be on the phone with Spectrum for an hour for all I know. All right. What else did I have to? I wanted to post a TikTok and a YouTube short, but start doing that. She can be doing the puzzle while on the phone. Yes and no. She was sharing her screen on Snapchat, and then I wouldn't be able to see her screen if Spectrum. Speaking of Snapchat, I literally only have that app for Mac. I was so close to uninstalling it before I started talking to Mac. So close to. Hey, thank you for the follow, Michael to DJ here. Not to talk to Harry and Chris. I was about to say something about what you were doing on Snap, Unk. Yeah, I really do not want this app. Do you have Snapchat for her? I don't know. She has like 10 streaks with different people. And I teach federal government to 8th graders, and they all are asking what's going on, trying to stay unbiased, but finding it hard as Trump is going against the Constitution's advice. That's so tough because like there's a difference between like unbiased and also word here. There's a difference between unbiased and troll, right? So like the reality is, this is what I would do. Honestly, this is what I would do. If I was trying to not get fired, is I would just explain things in the truth. It would like I would just state all the facts as true, and then whatever they come of that is what they come of that. So it's like, if someone, let's say, someone asks, "Hey, so, is Donald Trump able to get rid of birthright citizenship, like his executive order states?" And you'd say, "Well, no, it's a part of the Constitution, and in order to pass an amendment to the Constitution, you need thirds of Congress and 3/4 of states or whatever," and then go into that, and they'd be like, "So is he violating the Constitution?" And you'd be like, and then I mean, you have to answer truthfully, yes. Like you don't have to tell them that the next Hitler, but like generally, I imagine if they're not completely brain rotted, just you explaining the truth. Like if they say, "So what happened in the 2020 election? Was there election fraud?" You'd say, "No, there was investigations in all the swing states, and there was no evidence of election fraud." Then if they ask, "Okay, so then why does Donald Trump still talk about how he won the 2020 election?" You could say, "Well, I'm not sure, but all of the evidence points otherwise." Imagine teaching U.S. government to seniors in high school right now, giving a quiz on the 3 branches and their powers. Here's what he did. Here's the section of the Constitution. Yeah, I mean, like it's tough. If you, I don't know how tenure works, but like if you have tenure, I would just fucking be I would just be myself. I'd be like, yeah, but it's like everything that you're learning in history, right? and everything that's happening now, when you see things that don't that aren't lining up, you're right. You're right. He is violating the Constitution, and he is a threat to democracy. But if you don't have tenure, then I don't know if you could say that. Max back. Hi. Okay. Thanks, man. Solid advice. I told them executive orders only hold water if they are lawful and constitutional. Kind of just shove primary sources at them and hope they connect the dots, not tenured. Yeah, that's the best I can give you. Okay, bring back up the crossword, please. Yeah, I've already asked them. I think the first word might be atria. I can't see your screen right now. No, I can't see it. Also, Neely was asking what app that is. Called Elevate. Love you too, Jack. Okay. Just sipping. It's GT's trilogy kombucha. Kombucha. Magateers. Yes, I can see this. Okay, so let's try putting in atria. Well, atrium is the singular, so I think atria might be the plural. Or we could just be wrong. Okay, so keep going. Okay, spent some time on the couch. What about sat? Like past tense. No? Okay. So now, lower digit. Okay, 3 letters, lower digit. We'll leave that. Please make sure to thumbs up on lower digit toe. Oh my god. That's so tricky. Hey, Rose. Hey, King. Okay, yeah, toe. All right. Goes off in a way. Roasts? No. Goes off in a way. 5 letters. Goes off in a way. And if atria is correct, it would start with an R. Any letters filled in? Yeah, okay, so the second to last letter is definitely a T. Off in a way. Go to the next one, babe. Okay, well, this one is... It would have to be India, yeah, okay. Okay, hold on. Maybe I told them about 6 and 7, how they're synonyms of each other. Okay, but let's look at the words. We have to go to 5. 5 is not a word, babe. 5 down. Yeah. Okay. Antonym of impediment. Hey, Mariah. Antonym of impediment. Possibly starts with an A, possibly ends with an ET. 6 and 7, they literally say, so for 6, it says synonym of 7 across. For 7, it says synonym for 6 across. So we have to fill in the downs to get anything there. How many letters? 5 letters. Antonym of impediment. So like an impediment is something that like slows you down. Don't think it's mustard. Crowdsourced crossword. What's the plan for today? We're gonna debate when we finish our word crossword puzzle. Dan doesn't know ball. Wait, what did I miss? Mustard. Benefit would be an antonym, but 6 and 7. Oh, is it a? Okay, I don't know the joke. I'm sorry. Muster. That's still too long. 5 letters. It's 5 letters, y'all. Oh, asset. What about asset? Okay. So if it's asset, 6 across. Okay, so 6 across and 7 across are LO space NS and then LE space DS. Yeah, I mean, R down goes off in a way. Probably starts with R, probably ends with TS. They are sin of each other? Yeah, Neely. 6 and 7 are sins of each other. I mean, let's think of what so loins, loons, loins and loads. No way he isn't doing this intentionally. Wait, what did I miss? Roots? I mean, roots fits, but how is that a goes off? Leans. No, we can't. We can't do leans because it's LE space DS, and then the other one is LO space NS. So. Oh, wait, no, it can't. Yes. She's right. Neely's right. Okay, babe, it's lens and loans. Uh-huh. Oh, and goes off, and that makes goes off rants, which is like it's going off. Okay. So Atria was huge. Thank you for whoever said Atria. We were not getting that. Loans and lens, that's good. I think we probably would have got sat because I was already thinking sit. Yeah, that was gonna be a while. Okay, now we're at the word bend, and then we're done. Okay, this is usually a little faster. Cross EG. Cross. Ceramicist's creation. Pottery. Yep, there we go. Okay, pottery. Yeah, nearly. Cool spot. Oh, never mind. We got cross EG. It was punch. I don't understand. Oh, like a cross punch. Okay, I guess. Cool spot. Okay, cool spot. This one's harder for you guys to help with, unfortunately, because like we kind of have to look at the screen. It is shade. Oh, Neely got it anyway. It is shade. Pit. Pelota for one. Is a ball. Okay, so if pelota is a ball. Neely going crazy. Crossword stands no chance. I hate the sun. Definitely that one. Do some hitting Republican left and right. It is so funny. Maybe try rummage, because trummage isn't a word. No, you did trummage. Oh, okay. Okay, go to the next one. Fit. I grew up pre-cell phone, so I did crossword puzzles while I waited for stuff. Okay, fit. Oh, tantrum. Yeah, that's probably something. Oh, fit. Tantrum, throwing a fit. Okay, got it. All right. Okay, next. Oh, pelota's a game. Okay, we have one left. Proper content. Confetti. It's confetti. It's not Fetacon. It's confetti. I had a tantrum today. Okay. All right. Thank you all. All right, Mac. I love you. I will talk to you after the live. We did our streak. We did the thing. Hi, baby. Love you. Okay. Thank you everybody for your help. Do we post a video or do we just go live? I think we probably should just go live. Well, I did promise I'll post a short about that. This isn't live. No, it is live. But I meant go live on TikTok because TikTok is where I get the people to debate. YouTube. Go. Whole pre-show could have been fake. Video? No, I'm working on that right now. Let's just post this one. How about this one? When you voted for Donald Trump, right? What was your main reason for doing so?
Because I like his political ideas and he's a man of God.
You said why did it stop? When you voted for Donald Trump, right? What was your main reason for doing so?
Because I like his political ideas and he's a man of God.
You said he's a man of God?
Yes.
Bro, he couldn't even name a Bible verse.
Yes, he can, man. Yes, he can, man.
You want me to pull up a clip?
Really?
Book, and you said, I think last night in Iowa, some people are surprised that you say that. I'm wondering what one or two of your most favored Bible verses are and why.
I wouldn't want to get into it because to me that's very personal. You know, when I talk about the Bible, it's very personal, so I don't want to get into verses. I don't want to get into.
That's right.
No, verse that means a lot to you that you think about or cite.
The Bible means a lot to me, but I don't want to get into specifics.
Even to cite a verse that
No,
you like.
I don't want to do that. I mean,
Old Testament guy or New Testament guy?
probably equal. I think it's just an incredible. The whole Bible is an incredible. I joke, very much so. They always hold up the Art of the Deal. I say my second favorite book of all time, but
I feel like we don't point out even the most lucid stuff as much as we should. He said they always hold up the Art of the Deal. Who's they? Who's they? Like, this was years ago. Like, he wasn't fully sundowning. Who is they? He said they always hold up. And what do you mean by hold up? Who is they? And when are they holding up the Art of the Deal?
I just think the Bible is just something very special.
He's right, because in the Bible it says don't spread your beliefs on people, and it doesn't. Yes, it does. Then God and Jesus don't want you spreading your beliefs on people. You can tell people about it, but you don't need to spread your beliefs on people. Let people believe what they want to. And if Trump doesn't feel like telling them, because it's gonna come off as he's spreading his beliefs.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then why did he pass an executive order to prioritize Christians? Hold on, let me pull that up.
Prioritize Christians.
Yeah. He said to to combat discrimination against Christians in this country. But why did he pass an executive order in his first term to ban all Muslims?
What?
Did you not know about this?
Dude, that's fake, man. That's propaganda.
All right. When you voted for Donald Trump, right? Okay. That one. All right. That's locked and loaded. Gonna use the restroom one last time before we open the floodgates. I'll be right back. Oh, I was muted. Whoops. I'll save that joke for another time. Okay. All right, we are officially live on TikTok. We are live on TikTok. Moxie. Welcome, everybody. Howdy ho. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I need to post that. Yo. Publish. Okay. Done. Focus on the tasks at hand. What are the odds that everyone that requests today, what are the odds that every Trump supporter in this country requests up and says, "Hi Dan, we've seen the error of our ways and we've come to repent and we want to come together to bring forth the revitalization of society." What do y'all think? What are the odds? New profile pic. Yes. Mac made it. I really like it. 0%. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. We're going to be starting very, very shortly. Just one of those would be nice. Looks dope. Thank you. I have the right tabs open and ready here. Okay. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Hey, Chungus. Hello. How is everyone's Friday going? Hey, Path. We're going to be doing some debates. For those that don't know, I got a strike on my account.
Oh, no, wait, I'm peeing, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're good. It's all good, I'm peeing. They're there, I'm peeing. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm peeing. Okay. I'm peeing. I can't stop peeing. Yep. I'm so sorry, I'm winning myself. You're good.
Thank you, Chris, for the manifesting. I feel like I haven't seen you on live in forever. Good to see you, Dan. Yeah, I'm pretty sure when I took the 2-week break, TikTok put me like on the back burner algorithm once I came back. But what was I gonna say? So I got a strike, but you were unstrikeable. Yes, on lives. However, my videos are still punishable, the fullest extent of TikTok law. So I got a strike because I posted the clip of the first time I asked a Trump supporter if the election was held again and everything is the same policies, same debate, same interviews, same economy, etc. But like it's still between Harris and Trump. But the only difference is that there's a video of Trump raping a child. Who would you vote for? I posted a clip of me asking a Trump supporter that, and I got an account strike. I saw that video. I flagged yes, and it's been under review for over 24 hours now. The appeal has been under review for over 24 hours now. For those that don't know, we asked 9 Trump supporters that. 7 of them said they wouldn't vote. One of them said they would still vote for Trump, and then only one of them said that they would actually vote for Kamala Harris. maybe stop saying it. Bro, there's nothing about what I'm saying that would require a strike. It's just those are real words. This guy is on the wired list. I wish. Like it doesn't hold the same weight. Like Donald Trump raped a child. It doesn't hold the same weight. And I think it's important to know what's being covered up with these Epstein files. Like, need I remind y'all? February 27th, 2025. From the Office of the Attorney General, Pam Bondi. Dear Director Patel, before you came into office, I requested the full and complete files related to Jeffrey Epstein. In response to this request, I received approximately 200 documents, which consisted primarily of flight logs, Epstein's list of contacts, and a list of the victims' names and phone numbers. So, like, I really don't want to, like, hold my tongue. You're one of the reasons I got into college, Dan. Thanks for what you do. I don't know how I did that, but thank you. But yeah, no, it doesn't. I haven't had a problem with it on live. It's just the video, I guess. Like in video form, all of the pedophiles, or rather, pedophile enablers / pedophiles, were able to just report the video en masse, right? Whereas in the live, if they try to report and TikTok takes a look, they're like, this guy's just playing Minesweeper. Is it an AI that checks the videos? I think it depends. It was posted by WikiLeaks. Was it Snippety? I haven't seen that. Okay. Hi, if you're here for the first time, thank you so much for joining. We're live Fridays to Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Eastern, something like that, doing live political debates, political discussions, and fact checks. We also try to be live for all major political events. So if you like this content, drop a follow, tap the screen. Thank you all so much. And we're going to go to our first guest now. Hi.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hey, how you doing, Dan?
Doing all right. How are you?
I'm all right. Full disclosure, I am not manga. However, I do have somewhat of a criticism, I suppose, to start you off.
Okay.
Well, I kind of want to get your opinion. Have you heard about this like chorus group financing kind of thing that Taylor Lorenz wrote a piece on a couple days ago?
Yeah.
Okay. What are your like general thoughts and opinions on that article?
So from what I've seen, the group, what is it? The 1630 is what it's called?
Yeah.
This has like not been a secret. Apparently they've been around since at least 2016. I found several articles about them in 2018, or rather 2019, talking about their efforts in 2018. And what's his face? Brian Taylor. Yeah. He came out and explained like what the group actually does. So, I mean, I haven't done a bunch of research into it, but if the idea is that it's a PAC that's funding liberal content creators, then like I don't really have a problem with that. The only thing that I would have a problem with is if they're actively telling content creators what they can and can't say. And I mean, I haven't seen any evidence of that yet. So if like Lorenz wants to provide that, I'd love to take a look. Also, if there's $8,000 monthly stipends on the table, I want it out there. I am open to receive that. I would not mind quitting my day job so I could focus on doing content creation. But anyway, I
would endorse you in that pursuit.
Appreciate that.
So Taylor Lorenz kind of fucked up on the article, and this is like not uncommon for Taylor Lorenz, is to kind of jump the gun and put conclusions and things that she doesn't have evidence for. So as far as I understand, a group like which 1630, as far as I understand, it's not a PAC. It's just a nonprofit organization. And sometimes those are one and the same, but they're not always the same, right? So it's a nonprofit organization that's sort of a network of the thing with nonprofit orgs is that they do not have to disclose where their money comes from to the IRS or the FEC because they're not a political entity and they're not a for-profit organization. So The issue here is that, like, so in the case of Brian Tyler Cohen's company, which is Chorus, they're receiving and disseminating funds to like up to 100 influencers and like kind of big ones too, right? Like people with kind of far-reaching voices. And the ultimate source of where that money is coming from is not being disclosed to the public, and you as a voter actually cannot even track it. Right?
Well, that's not because that's not a problem of this group or this PAC. No. That's a problem of Citizens United. So like,
it's 100%. I agree. However, so that's kind of what I wanted to call about was how do you, as a left-leaning person, encourage people to perceive, because it's like, I would say as a lefty, I think it's a pretty nominal thing to be against Citizens United, right? Like I would like to be able to know where all the money and the interest.
I misspoke, Kai. I meant it's a 501c3. He just told me.
It's a 501c4. It's okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. How would I speak about Citizens United?
Well, so I would say, would you think that the average lefty voter is against Citizens United, would like it to be overturned? I would say yes, probably.
Yeah, I think so.
So do we just fight fire with fire and say that anybody who's doing this kind of thing, like it's all fair game because that's what Republicans want? Or do we have a principled stance against having money that we can't trace be kind of, operating, corrupting our influence?
I am unwilling to unilaterally disarm. The same reason why, even though Democrats put a bill on the table to end partisan gerrymandering, the moment Republicans blocked it, all right, bet. Sure. We're not going to be the ones that are going to be like, no, we'll play by the rules and we'll keep falling into fascism. So, sure. Yeah, I'm definitely down to do what needs to be done while championing ways to end these bad things for both parties. So.
Okay. It sort of seems like that's, so I wouldn't disagree with you, but it sort of seems like the response from a lot of these guys like Pac-Man and BTC is like sort of like anger and aggression and being like, this is all false. And like, they don't know what they're talking about, when it's like, it should be like, well, no, we are being paid by this 501c4.
I guess I'd have to look into it more to really give a solid answer. But I do see a lot of knuckle dragging smooth brains in chat. So I really want to have some debates.
Okay.
Appreciate you coming up.
Take care.
Have a good one. Okay. All right. All right. So Bob Dole. I don't know why you would name yourself after Bob Dole. He would probably not. Maybe. I don't know. Probably would appreciate your stances. But you said that the Democrats want to get rid of the Second Amendment, and I asked you to name a single Democrat that has proposed that, and then you just pivoted. So can I get a correction? Like, you're right. I was over exaggerating. No Democrat has ever said we should get rid of the Second Amendment. Stronger borders and law enforcement. Law enforcement. You guys voted for a felon. You don't care about law enforcement. You don't care about the laws. And in terms of strong borders, what about passing more legislation, immigration legislation, to enforce the border would mean that Democrats are for weak borders. Like, Donald Trump literally isn't focused on passing bills to strengthen the border. He's focused on rounding up the people that are already here and sending them to concentration camps, using our taxpayer dollars to not only find them and militarize ICE and racially profile people, but also to house them in CCOT. We're paying for every migrant that goes to CCOT. And all those migrants were paying into our tax system. They were paying billions of dollars into our tax system that they cannot take out. Social Security, Medicare, they don't get those benefits. So, like, we're losing money to lose money to lose money to violate human rights. Like, racism is too expensive, bro. Just, y'all need to grow out of it. Okay, so when people say that Trump closed the border, all I'm asking of you is just tell me what he did differently than Biden. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. What did he do differently than Biden? I have yet to hear a single conservative give me that answer. They just say, well, he closed the border, as if the border was just open. It's a gate, right? Biden came in, the gate went like this. Trump came in, the gate went like this. That's how you guys talk about it. I've asked probably 100 Trump supporters, what did Trump do differently than Biden? Not a single answer, ever. Stricter policies? Can we be more specific? No, we can't. Got it. All right. We're going to go to our next guest. He didn't sell off the materials for the wall like Biden did. How would that even? There's so many things wrong with that comment. Give me a second. Hi, welcome up.
Yeah, hello.
What's going on?
So when you say like conservatives are wrong about everything, are you saying that like all of the beliefs that conservatives have are false?
Not necessarily beliefs, but beliefs as translated into policy. Yes, I think they're either false or just bad.
Wait, so you think it is the case that all beliefs that they hold are false, or do you think it is the case that some of them are true?
I'm pretty sure I answered your question, but I'll do it again. I'm not saying that their beliefs are bad, but the way their beliefs manifest into policy is either false or bad. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so you're not tracking what I'm asking you. That's a blunder on your end. But I'm asking.
Oh, we got a debate, bro. Okay. No, not every single thing a conservative believes is wrong.
Yes or no? Are all the beliefs true?
Are all the beliefs true?
Yes.
No, they're not all true.
Okay, great. So there's at least one belief that's false.
Yes, that's right.
Is it necessarily false?
Oh my God. Is it
It's like
necessarily false?
Yes or no question, retard. You want to try one more time?
Okay. Can you do me a favor and not slur on the live?
Yeah. So now you're just pivoting the meta because
I'm not pivoting. I'm asking you a favor, and then I'll continue to speak to you.
Stop pivoting. You're getting your back blown out. So what I need you to do is answer the question.
I mean this sincerely. Your life would change drastically if you met a single woman. Okay.
Now you're just.
All right. That was an absolute waste of time. Holy shit. Normally, by the way, I kick immediately after a slur. I asked him politely not to slur, and he crashed out. Holy shit. You're getting your back blown out because you won't answer if it's necessarily false. I'm gonna just get this out there now. Philosophy bros, y'all are so fucking boring, okay? I don't know why you think that anyone gives a fuck about the theoretical answer to certain questions. Like, you were trying to nail me on the semantics of conservatives can't be wrong about literally everything. You answered him perfectly and you were just too slow to understand it. Yeah. Anyway. Let him go to a different live. So you were talking about political beliefs. Yeah. When I explained that, he wanted to go back to it. Is this how bad things have gotten? Called pseudo-intellectualism. Yeah, it's the fucking Jordan Petersons of the world. All right, go to the next guest. I think that's he was uncalled for. Well, I mean, that's just all they are nowadays. They're just a slur waiting to happen. Hi, welcome up. That is the most coherent argument I have gotten from a maggot to date. You clearly said it in the manifestation of policy. Yeah, I thought I actually was pretty articulate in that answer. But anyway. When MAGA sends their people, they're not sending their best. Hi, welcome up.
What's up, man?
Hey, Erica.
Why do you think that the MAGA people are worried about everything?
Are worried about everything?
Or whatever you posted.
Why they're wrong about everything?
Then why do you think they're wrong?
Well, because in pretty much every policy position, they're just either pushing for something that hurts the country or pushing for something that's just literally not true. So,
what's like what? Can you give me an example?
Sure. So blanket tariffs are not going to bring back manufacturing in this country and are not going to be beneficial to the economy. We have historical evidence of this. Not only the Smoot-Hawley tariffs that exacerbated the recession that led to the Great Depression, but also Trump's first term, where he lost the trade war with China. And we, the American taxpayer, had to bail out soybean farmers in this country because the retaliatory tariffs were blowing their backs out, as the last guest put it. We spent $40 billion bailing out soybean farmers. The small ones went out of business forever, and the big ones had to be bailed out.
So why are some people coming back then?
What is some people?
Some companies like Porsche and Audi are coming back and starting to build in the United States.
Portionality?
Yeah.
Is that like Porsche? What is that?
Yeah, Porsche and Audi, the cars.
Oh, Porsche and Audi. Okay, all right, got it.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, you're fine. Porsche and Audi. I got it. I thought it was all one word. My bad. Yeah. So you're saying that they're coming back to manufacture here?
Yeah, they are.
All right, let me see here. Porsche manufacturing. Turn to you. All right. Here we go. Porsche not planning to shift final assembly of cars to U.S. Don't know where you got this.
I'm sorry, bro, but routers is like fake fucking news. Bro.
Oh, okay. Copy.
Everybody knows
Where
that.
do you get your news?
Usually from BBC, not stuff around here in the United States.
Do me a favor and just pull up whatever source you had that said that Porsche is bringing their jobs back here.
Pull it up how?
You can tab out and just go grab it for me.
What do you mean? Just get out of the window?
Yeah. I won't kick you. We'll wait patiently. Okay. Because I want to make sure I'm right. What the hell is the foil for? Well, he said routers is fake news, and I mean that's some tinfoil shit. Reuters is like one of the top 3 most reputable news sources. But anyway.
Well, one of the things they're going to be talking about.
Excuse me. All right. Well, while we wait for that. Thank you for the follows, everybody. All right. So, for those that are just joining us, the claim.
It was Volkswagen Group, which owns under Porsche and all that.
Volkswagen is coming back. That's what you're saying? Volkswagen?
That's what it said. But I mean, either way, man, why all the division like between left and right? How do people are supposed to come together when both sides act like cunts?
Well, can you tell me in what way the left has acted like cunts?
You could start off at COVID. Look how they got paranoid, and it started off with one jab that took care of everything. But if you didn't have it, they went all Karen.
That was no one ever said one jab. No one ever said.
Party. They've been the party that gerrymanders, that lies.
Okay. Well, hold on one second. Can I would I be able to go one by one, or were you just gonna like stream of consciousness? Okay, great. No one ever said one jab was going to solve everything. No one ever said that.
Yes, they did.
Oh, okay. Can you pull me up a single source that says once you get...
Did you not live through it? Did you not watch the news?
I lived through it, yes. I lived through it, and all the scientists said will likely need boosters down the road. All the just like flu shots. All the scientists said that. Okay.
So you took it?
Yeah, I took it, and I took every booster, and look, I'm just fine. Okay.
Yeah, see, I didn't take it, and I'm just fine.
You don't sound fine. You want to know why you don't sound fine? Because you already have made it clear that you're not thinking clear. You have brain fog. So you said that Democrats are the ones using.
Bro, try working 3 days in a row and sleeping about 5 hours. Okay, so maybe just because you sit around your house all day, you don't get tired. But people do work.
You won't be judged.
Awesome. So you said that Democrats are using gerrymandering in 2021.
Look at even right now, the Democrats, as soon as they found out.
Okay, yeah, my sentence hadn't concluded. Actually, believe it or not, if I don't have like a period or a question mark, the sentence is continuing. So in 2021, Democrats put.
Anyway.
Great. So in 2021, Democrats put out a bill that would end partisan gerrymandering, and the Republicans blocked it. Can you explain that?
While you sit at home and suck your own dick.
Okay. All right. So you can't explain it. And you ran. Okay. So he's a runner too. Great. I didn't kick him, by the way. I have no problem with him saying that I'm flexible. Like, that's a compliment. I'm obviously not flexible enough to do that. He ran because he had no argument. Actually just crashed out with just a tiny bit of pushback. Anyway, we're going to the next guest. Cap, if you're here for the first time, thank you so much for joining. We are live weekends, Friday to Sunday, somewhere 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern, doing live political debates, political discussions, and fact checks. We also try to be live for all major political events. So if you like this content, drop a follow, tap the screen. And as a heads up, I might be posting a few less TikToks because we got an account strike for posting that one video where all I did was I just showed MAGA for who they are. I just posted a clip of me asking a Trump supporter if the election were held again, everything's the same. Same economy, same debate, same interviews, everything's the same policies, but there's a video of Donald Trump raping a child. Who'd you vote for? And the person said they wouldn't vote.
Extreme.
Thank you, Jetty. The person said they wouldn't vote. So I just posted that, and then TikTok got really mad at me. All right. Let me go to the next guest here. Oh, wait, hold on. Trevanian, 15 million Dems stayed home election night. Who was wrong then? 15 million. Did you turn your computer off like on election night? Did you stop looking at your phone on election night? 15 million was the number before all the votes were counted. Jesus. Like they hadn't even closed the polls in Alaska and Hawaii yet. It's like they feel me. I love hearing the baby rage with no rebuttal, just trash talk. What did he do? When did he do that? Educate me. When did he do that? No, it was just a hypothetical to see like what type of people they are, right? So like if you asked me the same question, but it was Kamala Harris in the video, I wouldn't vote for Kamala Harris, and I would vote for her opponent. But they couldn't bring themselves. They can't bring themselves to say that. They would rather do Indian for your opinion matter. Wow. Not only are you racist, but you're a bad racist because I'm not Indian, but interesting. Chat, when MAGA sends their people, they're not sending their best. They're bringing fake news. They're bringing vibes. They're racists. And some, I assume, are good people. Dan, what do we tell or whatever proof can we show to maggots that says Texas is only redistricting because of CRT? I don't think they're redistricting because of CRT. They're redistricting so that because Trump is down in the polls and he asked Abbott to get him 5 additional seats. Now, the redistricting will disenfranchise mostly black and brown voters. That part's true, but I don't think it has anything to do with CRT. I'd vote for Trump if Kamala did that to make sure she didn't win. Thank you. Yeah, that's like that's the answer for like non-child molesters / child molester apologists. All right, go to the next guest. Here we go.
Hey Dan, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Good, good. Like your show.
Thank you.
I would argue that MAGA is not conservative.
Okay.
What would be your definition of conservative?
I mean, honestly, when I say conservatives, I'm really talking the Republican Party since Reagan. That's who I'm referring to. And I think they've been wrong about everything since Reagan.
No, that's fair. I'm just saying, I mean, because when you think about things that traditionally you think of as conservatives believe in, right? They don't like socialism, right?
Right.
Okay. What would you say about the federal government taking ownership of a private company?
Oh, I mean, that's beyond socialism. I mean, that's bordering on communism, right?
Yep.
The thing is, they aren't supporting that because of the concept. They're just cool with it because of Trump.
Because they're a cult.
Yeah.
So same thing. 600,000 Chinese immigrant or students are allowed to come here after we just said that they were an existential threat, not only through this app but through everything else. All right. I mean that. So I'm just making the point that yes, MAGA is a cult, but MAGA is not conservative.
I mean, that's fair, but I would just say that I personally don't think the Republican Party has been conservative, quote unquote. I mean, I guess it depends on the definition of conservative, because like conservatives used to care about the environment. They wanted to conserve the environment. That's why you had Republicans like Teddy Roosevelt. That's why you had Nixon, as corrupt as he was, he started the EPA. But but like once Reagan got into office, ever since the Conservative Party has just been they've had one goal. The entire Republican Party has had one goal since 1980, which was extract as much wealth from the bottom 90% and transfer the top 1% as fast as possible, and get people to vote for you by spreading fear. That's literally it. Whether it's fear about different races or immigrants or sexual orientations or
Yeah.
or inventing a new fear like abortion, which wasn't an issue for evangelical Christians until after 1978 when the Republican strategists realized that
Yeah.
they needed a new way to market to Southern racists. Like all of this stuff that like the Republican Party since Reagan has just been benefit the rich and then scam the poor into voting for us by doing like awful things.
Sure. And the Heritage Foundation was behind that in the 70s. So, so what do you think about like the sovereign wealth fund that he's doing?
I haven't even heard of that. Hold on. Or if I have heard of it, I haven't heard of it by that name. Sovereign Wealth Fund. All I'm seeing is in relation to Norway. I don't know what this is about.
Well, the sovereign wealth fund is, his stable coin. They want to be able. It's like basically what he's talking about with his Intel purchase, the 10% of buying Intel. That the profits from that will go to this sovereign wealth fund. That will be like an investment fund that the federal government holds.
I'm gonna have to look into it more before I.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah,
just curious. No, that's all. Just want to make that point. I know you're probably just banging your head against the wall right now with just having the cult up here. So, but good luck to you.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Have a good one. All right, chat. I'm gonna read what's going on in YouTube chat. There seems to be some arguments here. Gerrymandering was named after Democrat Elbridge Gerry. Democrats still holding them down. Okay, Biff Tannen. This is super simple. So, the Democratic Party decades ago and the Republican Party decades ago are actually, believe it or not the same parties that they are today. The Democratic Party was more of the conservative party back then. And even if it was liberal Democrats that passed gerrymandering, if they're the ones that want to get rid of it now, how are you going to say, well, you got it, so that means that we're not getting rid of it, and then we'll just keep doing it? But to give you guys a history lesson, when, what's his name? My cat's name. Lyndon B. Johnson passed the Civil Rights Act. The racist Southern Democrats, which were the descendants of slave owners, left the Democratic Party and started their own party called the Dixiecrats. Now, that group of voters weren't obviously able to win any elections. And when they saw the Republican Party nominate someone like Barry Goldwater, they started to migrate to the Republican Party. Progressive Republicans, which had more of an ideology of Teddy Roosevelt or maybe even Abraham Lincoln, left the Republican Party after the shift in terms of Barry Goldwater, in terms of civil rights on the Republican Party. So between the years of 1960 and 1975, we saw what is colloquially called the party switch. Now, history revisionists like Biff Tannen in YouTube chat want to say that, no, Democrats were the party that wanted to keep the slaves. And then when we ask them, okay, well, which party right now flies Confederate flags? Which party right now are trying to keep Confederate statues up, even though they're statues of people that fought to keep slavery? They start sputtering and they say, well, it doesn't matter. It was the Democrats. It doesn't matter. Democrats. And also the N in Nazi, or is it the Z? The Z in Nazi stands for socialist or whatever. Like they'll just go by the word. They don't actually care about the concept. Anyway, all right, we're going to the next guest. I'm sorry. Could you check Discord? Yes. All right, go to the next guest. Hi, welcome up.
How you doing?
What's going on?
Well, did you say every Democrat left and became a Dixiecrat?
What?
What were you saying as I got in? I just hopped in and I heard you going on.
I said the racist Southern Democrats formed their own party called the Dixiecrats after LBJ and Democrats passed the Civil Rights Act.
Right, but not all.
Yeah, get him the hell out of here, will you, please?
Thank you, Miles. Not all what? Thank you, Lily, for the hand heart.
Sorry, I hopped back out and hopped back in because it sounded like I was echoing. So, not all Democrats that voted against the civil rights movement became Dixiecrats. There were still Democrats that remained in the Democrat Party for many, many years. So I think it's just misinformation to sit here and act like every one of them that voted for that became a Dixiecrat on their party. Like there were still Democrats that definitely voted against it.
Would you say it's reasonable to say that Democrats were the party that wanted to retain slavery in the United States? Would you say that's like a reasonable argument without pushback?
Yeah, at that time, I would say it's a reasonable thing. I mean, more Democrats voted against ending slavery.
Okay. And so when people say that, the people that are saying it are always conservatives. They're always MAGA, and the reason they're saying it is because they're trying to get the stench of racism off of them and saying, look, it's the Democrats, right? That's why I have to push back. Like, yes, yes, it was.
That would be the stench of the Democrats getting pushed onto the Republicans. So they're like rejecting that stench because it was originally your shit. You shit in the yard.
So the Democratic Party back then was the conservative party.
Yeah, they shit in the yard. And now
okay, so all right, great. So you are against racism. That sounds awesome. What's the problem? Why are we? What's the issue here?
I just think that the argument is like, I just feel like people need to start being more genuine in their arguments. And I feel like you're trying to convince everybody that every Democrat that voted to go
I never said every, bro. All I'm saying is that it's ludicrous.
There were definitely Democrats that stayed Democrats that voted against it, and they remained in the Democratic Party.
Awesome, great. Which party? Yeah, there are. Yes, there. I will no longer use 100% anymore. I'll start saying 99% because of people like you.
No,
great. Would you say?
That's
awesome. Would you say? Which party would you say has the most conservative? Has the most Confederates?
Them became Dixiecrats.
Can you just answer me this question? Which party right now of the current?
No, because you just said 99% again. So how many of the?
Fine, fine, 2%. I don't care. I no longer care. I'm not asking a new question. Which party right now has more Confederates in it?
I don't know if that's identifiable.
Okay, so you're the one being disingenuous, just so we're clear.
No, I just don't know if that's identifiable.
It's very, very obvious. There's one party that always fights against trying to take down Confederate monuments to slave owners. It's always one party, which is the party that had the Unite the Right rally where they were flying Confederate flags. Be fucking for real right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna be for real, and let's see if you can be honest, right?
Yeah.
So was it the Democrat Party that agreed to send massive funding to Ukraine?
It's called the Democratic Party.
Yeah, the Democratic Party, whatever, Democrat Party.
You just said whatever, and then just de-corrected yourself. Yeah, no, I know people like you, and I'm gonna make you say Democratic Party.
Okay, Democratic Party. Can I finish my point?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so was it the Democratic Party that agreed with sending massive amounts of funding to Ukraine?
It was actually both parties.
Okay, I'm saying on the scale of who was more supportive, don't you agree?
Prior to Donald Trump getting back into office, it was bipartisan. It was equal support.
I'm talking about, wow, Biden was in office, and compared to now, dude, there was more funding and more support to Ukraine. Is that really an argument?
You're asking? No. You wanted to be very precise with. Oh, it was the Democrats. They had to debuy their name. It doesn't matter if all the history leading up to now doesn't matter. We're going by the exact.
I'm talking about since the Russian invasion.
Yes. It has been bipartisan pretty much until Donald Trump got back into office. Yes. It has been bipartisan.
No, I'm talking about since the invasion, it has not been bipartisan. In which way has it been bipartisan?
Do you want me to bring up the Senate results of the votes for aid to Ukraine?
Well, I'm confused. What does that have to do with anything when I can actually pull up facts that Ukraine helped us in Afghanistan?
You
So
guys, I was gonna
the
make a
issue with
point.
that
I
though.
thought that you would agree with the fact that the Democrats helped Ukraine more. I was gonna continue with that because I thought you'd be like, yeah, sure, and then I was gonna continue. But okay, so let's say it's even. But either way, my point being is, the Democrats had sent millions and millions of dollars to, or I think billions. I'm not sure the exact number, to Ukraine. All in the same year, Ukraine launched 2 statues of Nazi German generals in their country.
All right, I got it. I got this. I can't believe we're hearing this in 2025. 2022, I get. 2025, yeah. So
I mean, it's true. Is it not?
you're talking about
what I just said?
You're talking about the Azov Battalion?
Are you going to decline what I just said?
If you're asking me if the country of Ukraine has Nazis in it, then the answer is obviously yes. All countries have Nazis in it. The United States has Nazis in it.
The government approve the erection of a statue of a Nazi general.
Yeah, that's not true.
Okay. Why do you believe that that's not true?
Why do I believe that that's not true? You're the one that made the positive claim. It's not up to me to refute it.
I generally don't care about Ukraine. What I did want to come up here is because you try to fact Dan about something. So I'm going to fact check you about something real quick. Hey, no, come back. Come back. Hey.
Yeah,
come back.
I can hear you. I promise.
No, I want to make I want to make sure you can
I can hear you while I'm searching.
Okay.
Something.
I want to make sure you're paying
Continue
attention
to talk.
to me. No, I want you to make sure you're paying attention to me. So come back, please. Like, you don't turn your back on somebody when they're having a conversation with you.
No, I'm hearing you talk, but I was having a conversation.
No. I want you. Okay, but I want you to.
Yeah, you'll give me a
actually
moment when I respond to Dan, and then I'll get to you.
I don't have anything needing response. You could just answer.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this: when did slavery end in the North? Because you tried to come up here with your whole chest and fact check. So when did slavery end in the North? You're muted. If you're trying to talk, I can't hear you. American.
He's Googling. I give him a second.
What was that?
When did slavery end in the North?
Are you talking about like the emancipation or like?
When did slavery end in the North? It's only one answer.
I would say 1863.
It's in the North.
I would say slavery ended in 1863.
I'm asking about the North. I'm not asking about all over. Pretty much. Well, it still wasn't all over then, but I'm asking about the North.
Okay, correct. Maybe it was a few years before that. Correct me.
Yeah, because y'all like to argue that it was only Democrats
that
that
had no gotcha moment yet. Like, go continue your point.
Because y'all like to argue that it was only Democrats that actually had slaves, when I can actually show you that Wall Street was built by slaves to sell slaves on them in the North. I can also.
New York was built on the backs of Irish slaves.
They wasn't slaves. They was indigent servitude. So stop with that. Totally different thing. Chattel slavery and indigent servitude are not the same thing. They signed a contract to come over here. They worked off that contract 5 to 10 years. Most of them, a lot of them was given land and money after that contract was over. So I'm tired of y'all trying to compare that to chattel slavery. So
yep. Yeah, you have all your facts completely wrong.
Don't pivot. I'm willing to bet you with this one. I'm willing to put $5,000 up.
Well, I'm not going to say that it was the same as chattel slavery.
I'm willing to. So again, don't pivot.
I'm just saying you said New York specifically, and I corrected you.
Wall Street was built by slaves. The original Wall Street was built by slaves, so we can be sold on Wall Street. We was the original stock. Again, I'm gonna ask you about North Virginia now. What was Virginia known for during slave time? Because this is where Republicans also was at, right?
What was Virginia specifically known for at slavery time? I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
it sounds like you're trying to deliver some point you haven't landed yet. So I'm just gonna
No,
sit back.
because you came up here to try to fact check Dan, so I'm gonna fact check
You're
you.
talking. No, you're not fact checking anybody. You're literally just
I am,
talking
because
about random
y'all
facts
like
in
to y'all
history
like
that you
to
think you know.
no,
Like,
because y'all like
deliver a
to
point.
y'all like to try to come up here and talk about one side like it was just one party. It was hateful white people.
Nobody said that. That's not what I think at all.
Again, so
I think the
Virginia-
Democrats typically try to erase and hide their history, but
No,
that's not what I didn't say. It was just
they
them.
don't. They don't, because no Democrat has never said that they wasn't.
Well,
that
it's the
Democrats,
Dixiecrats, and they
yes,
changed
because
parties.
if you didn't know about the Dixiecrat and you did not know about the party switch, that's a you problem, because
you understand that was a low percentage of the Democrats that switched. Most of them just stayed Democrats. Most of them were just Democrats.
Hateful white people. That still plays back to what I said. Hateful white people. It wasn't a party thing. It was hateful white people in America. But again,
okay, we can agree with that. At least at the end of the day, you can agree it was the Democrats as well.
Okay, West Virginia was a breeding farm. This was considered to be the North at that time. Some people still consider it to be the North. Philly,
West Virginia.
Yes, a lot of people do not consider Virginia to be the South.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They don't consider DC to be the South. They don't consider Maryland to be the South. You didn't know that?
Well, I knew Maryland. I didn't know West Virginia. No.
DMV. That's District of Columbia, Maryland, Virginia.
Yeah. No.
Also, I really want to point out.
I just said that I did not know that West Virginia was not considered the South.
Not West Virginia, Virginia.
Oh, I thought you said West Virginia.
I also really want to point out that the guest's argument here is that most of the racist voters of the Democratic Party remain Democrats. This right here was the map. Are you telling me that there's a bunch of Democrats in these states? You see these the red states on the board? These are the full Democratic states, huh?
What do you yeah, at the time.
At the time, okay. You know who Barry Goldwater is? He's the Republican nominee.
Okay, what are you referring to? You're showing a page of what?
So this is the electoral map. I know that when I started giving you the history lesson, you glossed over it because you knew that it would debunk your idea that Democrats are the racists of today.
Up because I was walking you, but continue.
He really wasn't. I don't know why y'all be saying that.
Okay, so if you recall, I explained that when Barry Goldwater lost in this election, right? It led to not only Johnson passed the Civil Rights Act, and that led to the Dixiecrats leaving the Democratic Party. Barry Goldwater being ran in the first place led to progressive Republicans leaving the Republican Party. So you're trying to say that, oh, well, the party switch was not that big of a deal. It was barely any Dixiecrats left. This is the voters I'm referring to.
You're not hearing what I said. I'm saying that the people that you're saying, the argument of the Democrats is typically that, yes, they were Democrats at the time that they voted against the civil rights movement, but the people that voted against the civil rights movement,
Democrats voted for the civil rights movement. You're thinking about slavery. You're mixing up your talking points.
Slavery. You're right. Actually, I did.
I know.
So with slavery, the Democrats voted mostly.
Yeah. So Southern racists were for keeping slaves, right? And Northern progressives.
And at the end of the day, a majority of them remained Democrats. They did not.
Oh, if that's the case, then the Democrats must be winning these states, huh?
A majority of
we're really cleaning up in Alabama.
Or did not switch. They were just Democrats.
Okay. All right. So I already know you have no intention of engaging honestly, because when I asked you which party right now has more Confederates, you said there's no way to quantify that.
136 Democrats voted against it, and then 35 switched. And you're like, the whole party switched. No, they fucking didn't. Most of them remain the same.
Okay, so you're saying that the people that were against the civil rights movement are still voting Democrat today?
Well, no, they're
Republicans.
They're
not
Republicans.
alive.
Well, the party
here.
line.
What's up, Jaden?
Okay, so let's put it a better line because I don't think you understood. Did the party line still remain the same after that?
This guy stinks.
Thank you, Miles.
Does the party? Yeah,
did the
I would
party
say
line
both
remain the
parties.
same?
I would say both parties have dramatically changed even in the last decade.
Okay. So then why did you even come up to make this argument? You agree that the parties have dramatically changed. So what's the
Even
point?
in the last decade, they have. Like, even 08 Obama was for mass deportation, and now they're
no, he wasn't. He was not for. I'm sorry. He was not for militarizing ICE to round up people based on the color of their skin and send them to concentration camps. I like how you guys say it as if it's the same thing.
He was called the deporter.
Deporter in chief, right? Because he deported a lot of people, but he didn't do it in this way. Okay, and believe it or not, it's actually not called a deportation when you take somebody and send them to a country that's not their own and put them into a prison, despite the fact that they have no criminal records.
What are the numbers, though?
Okay, I know the number is 3 million. So, fun fact, y'all like to say Obama. Obama was actually targeting criminals, and also at the time that he was doing it, what was going on?
That's a beautiful point, Nate.
What was going
how
on?
Can undocumented people be non-criminals?
Can you wait a second?
Violent criminals. Hey, violent criminals. Not like what Trump did. Not like what Trump did, trying to target people.
That's a beautiful point. So
hey, listen.
Undocumented immigrants are violent criminals.
Listen, no, not saying all people were violent criminals. What he did was go after the ones.
He only deported violent criminals.
That's not.
Well, he deported 3 million people. So are you saying all undocumented people are violent criminals?
If you stop and
bro, just let him speak.
If you actually listen instead of goddamn responding. So again, what was going on during the time in the Middle East?
In the Middle East?
Yes. What was going on? What was going on in the Middle East? Because that was another reason he was able to deport people. Also, he was able to deport people from by the border within 100 miles in under 2 weeks. So again, y'all trying to conflate what Trump is doing now to what Obama did, because most of his numbers were people.
What Trump is doing now
isn't shut up and listen. Shut up and listen.
Not even close.
Hey, shut up and listen.
Numbers-wise, he did way more.
So again, most of the numbers
the economy was fine.
Hey, slapnuts, listen. Again, a good portion of that numbers that y'all like to bring up were people that was from by the border and could not prove that they was citizens, well, in the U.S. more than 2 weeks. This is the problem. This is the problem.
No, there's no problem. If they're here illegally, they have to go. That's against the law.
Gosh. So I should deport your ancestors?
Well, they're not here anymore, so you can't.
So I should deport you because your ancestors came here illegally?
No, my ancestors were settlers. So
no,
settlers.
That's not. Yeah, we settled. We settled in this country.
No, they didn't. So what they did was attack their livestock by unaliving a bunch of buffaloes and giving them disease-ridden blankets.
We settled in a uninhabited.
So it wasn't uninhabited because
uninhabited. Really,
people were here.
Do natives not exist anymore?
I don't know.
Not when Real America News says so. No.
Well, no, they came from Southeast Asia, I believe, from one time. So they also settled at one point.
Ain't wrong.
Yeah, I mean, everybody at one point had even Europe.
Wait, do you actually believe that they?
My point is, even Europe, even any country you can name, right, at one point had somebody else there before they had it. So name me one country that didn't. And
Native Americans did not come from India, contrary to popular
belief. Name me a
belief.
single country that did not settle.
Where do you believe that
and there were
Native
already
Americans
people there?
came from?
Jaden, name me a single country.
Wait, I asked you a question first.
Yeah, first you got to prove that they came from fucking South Asia, because that was fucking wild. So first you got to prove that shit.
Southeast Asia is where I believe some of the indigenous people came from. And they were able to. Naquan, shut the fuck up.
I don't care about your fifis. I don't care about your fifis. Pull up a source that will prove
I didn't say I feel. Did I say I feel?
You said I believe, so that's your feelings.
No, I said I believe, and that means that my understanding of
feelings.
No, that's not feelings. Do you know what the definition of a feeling is?
Bro, that's your
It's not an idea. It's not an opinion.
A
Can you
feeling
back
is
it?
different
Okay,
than an
so
opinion.
can you back it up with a source? Can you back it up with a source?
Yeah, give me one moment. That just because I leave my screen doesn't mean that.
If you cannot
Holy
back it up with a
shit,
source,
guys.
that means
I
it's your
heard you.
feces, your
I heard you.
feelings.
No, that's not what that means. I mean, I know your argument here, but that means it's my opinion.
Your feelings.
That's not okay.
Go ahead and find the source. Go ahead.
I wanted to talk to him about the party switch claim.
I mean, ultimately, regardless of how he feels about his settler ancestors, the reality is he's not going to agree that there's a difference between deporting people that are arriving at the border versus deporting people that have been here for 10 years and sending them to a concentration camp.
Northeast Asia.
And what is that source?
Would you pull this up on your big screen, please, sir?
This motherfucker using AI.
Is that ChatGPT?
Yes.
It gives you a source, and I will source it right underneath the bottom. But it does give you 3 different websites that it's sourcing it from, and it is saying exactly what I said, guys. So like, can we just maybe say it might be true? Like, Northeastern Asia, right there, origin, migration, spread. Like, it's all there. Like, it doesn't make you racist to understand it.
No.
So that's where indigenous people came from.
Hey.
And at the end of the day, everybody comes from somewhere, and they came over here and settled. And who's to say people weren't here before them?
Maybe you should read those sources before saying that your sources agree with you, because I'm pretty sure they won't.
Make one. Can you find anything against what I'm saying?
You
now
made
that
a
I
claim.
brought you something that's showing
All right.
you that I've said it was accurate. Can you guys?
You know what the problem is?
The
problem is, even whether it's true or not, it doesn't back up his claim. Like, if you're saying
yes,
that
it does. It absolutely means that they.
it's your ancestors were not here first, right? They came here. They conquered.
And neither were they. Who is first? What is first? You tell me. What country? What country in the world?
They weren't countries yet, big dog. They weren't countries
yet. I get
yet.
because we're the youngest, we hold the most heat. But name me a singular country that did not have somebody there first.
It wasn't a country yet.
Name a land.
Yeah, I mean, technically there was not that sense of nationality.
Name a newfound land.
I mean, this is just a regional background, not a national one.
What I'm saying, name me a piece of land that was found and there was no people there. There was no human beings.
I don't know, probably none. But what is the original point?
Okay,
here?
Thank you. You guys have a great fucking night.
No, don't leave. Wait. Oh no, bro, he didn't.
What was the original point he was trying to connect that to?
Okay, I'll trace it back. So he was trying to imply that because the indigenous people of this country, Native Americans, were not technically native to the land, then it's okay for his ancestors to have settled here, and it wouldn't have been similar to illegal immigration, because Naquan asked him if you think that people should be deported just because they came here illegally, then why aren't you deported? But anyway, and that question came from when he was trying to equivocate, comparing Obama's deportations to Donald Trump's human trafficking. I don't even know if we should call it deportation if he's sending them to not their country of origin and sending them to prison, despite potentially for life in another country, using our taxpayer dollars to put them there, despite 75% of them not being convicted of any crime. But he was never going to acknowledge that those two things were the same. He was insanely disingenuous. The original thing he came up for was because I explained the party switch to some knuckle draggers in chat, and he said, well, you're trying to imply that all of the Democratic Party left and became Dixiecrats, but it was actually just a small portion of them. And and then he was trying to explain that the Democrats are still mostly the same party, although both parties have really changed. And he was trying to say that the civil rights movement had nothing to do with the party switch, and it was just a lot of fake American news. And when I asked him, it's just a simple question: which party right now do you think has the most Confederates in it? He said, well, there's no way to quantify that.
Yeah, Jada, he pretty much tried to come up and say that the Democrats is the only party with a stain in history. Not acknowledging that the North had slaves. They still had slaves even when they was fighting a lot of places in the North. But he tried to make it seem like it was just the South and it was just Democrats.
I think it's really difficult to have this conversation with people that can't seem to separate and would instead make synonymous ideology and political affiliation. Democrat and liberal are not synonymous, nor are conservative and Republicans. You can have liberal Republicans and conservative Democrats. So we've seen that in the last few congressional sessions. But if one thinks that somehow the parties have been consistently one way or another, then you're just gravely mistaken.
100%. But a lot of people that want to defend some of the actions now will just try to go by the words specifically with no nuance. It'd also be the same people that would say that, oh, the Nazi Party were socialists because it's in their name.
Right.
Oh, y'all gotta hear what happened to me yesterday. This is gonna be crazy. So apparently the 14th Amendment was made for white people too.
Is anybody in the box?
Oh.
This white man really told me that the 14th Amendment was made to give them citizenship here.
You talk about extreme.
I'm pretty sure there's no evidence of that, Naquan, but I think everyone here knows that. Hi, welcome up. Thank you, Hector.
But he was serious, and he tried to argue the Supreme Court case, Baltimore versus something, which at the time the person was Italian, which Italian wasn't really looked at as white American. So he tried to use that case that was because of that one case that it was made for white American citizens as well.
Democrats are devil worshippers. They sacrifice their own babies. Stacey Johnson, how about you come up and talk to us about it?
I just put them in tissue.
While we wait for any of these Trump supporters to come up and defend themselves or defend the actions of their dictator president or wannabe dictator president, if you're here for the first time, thank you so much for joining. We're live Fridays to Sundays, approximately 7 p.m. Eastern, doing live political debates, political discussions, and fact checks. We also try to be live for all major political events. So if you like this content, drop a follow, tap the screen. Thank you all so much. For those that haven't seen, so this went up on one of our government buildings today.
What was that?
That is a large banner of Donald Trump. I believe it was on the Department of Labor. And then this right here is an unrelated picture.
I see.
But I thought we're not supposed to be flying anything next to our flag. Wasn't that an EO he signed?
Yeah, well, it's rules for thee, not for me. So. Fully unrelated, yeah. Okay. See if we have anybody in the box. I know that let me look at the muted accounts, because when MAGA starts flapping their lips in the chat, the mods will mute them so they request up. Liberty the OG. Hip Snook. Press the little blue person, pink person button. Looks like that, but it's next to chat. Okay, press that little button.
Wait, brother, when I first came in, I heard you told me that you got a warning. What did you get a warning for?
Everything now.
TikTok is acting crazy.
MAGA loves to comment but never wants to debate. Well, yeah, Colby. So the thing is, most of the comments that we see, right? Obviously, there are some real Trump supporters, right? But most of the comments we see, they're never going to request up because they're afraid that we're either going to hear their Russian accent because they're actually a Russian bot, or they're afraid that we're going to hear them breathing through their mouth, or they're afraid to defend their cult leader. Because it's a reminder to everybody, anyone that's still in August of 2025 supports Donald Trump falls into one of 4 categories: racist, misogynist, Nazi, or child molester. Those are the 4 categories left, or some combination. This is a letter.
Not wrong.
Letter from the Office of the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, February 27th, 2025. Dear Director Patel, before you came into office, I requested the full and complete files related to Jeffrey Epstein. In response to this request, I received approximately 200 pages of documents, which consisted primarily of flight logs, Epstein's list of contacts, and a list of victims' names and numbers. Yet, when even conservatives are asking Donald Trump to release the files, Donald Trump pushes back and says, if you still care about the Epstein files, I don't want your support.
As always, brother, it's a pleasure to be up. I'm going to drop back down to the comment. Continue to do your thing. Later, brother. Wait, Jaden, when you going live again?
Absolutely not. Probably tonight. But that is so fake. You said some nasty things about me, okay? I said I would release it later. Later could mean anything. It could mean after 6. It could mean in a few years. Later's later, okay?
With your tax returns, right, Mr. President?
Absolutely. It's a big fat audit I'm going through, and it's so difficult. I have so much on my table right now. It's a lot to get to, you know. But we're doing such tremendous things, such tremendous progress for this country. You won't even be remembering that I even promised I would release the Epstein files after this.
That's a good point. Some might say that the executive order, which defies the First Amendment and the right to freedom of speech regarding the flag, was just a distraction.
You could put it that way, but frankly, I think, you know, if you have a problem with our First Amendment being revoked, I think you could shut the hell up. I think, you know, you have to crack down on a few amendments every now and then. I think it's sad what they're doing to our big, beautiful flag. More people should treat it like I do, which is touching it without consent. But I think it's absolutely nasty what they're doing to it.
Hi, welcome up. Hello? Euler?
Oh shit, sorry, I didn't know I was on. I didn't mean to add up.
Oh, you're good, man.
Great chat, though. That last
There we go. What a beautiful picture.
Wait, I like
I'm on that flag like her name's Ivanka.
I like that we heard like a guest laugh. They didn't intend to come up, so that he would have been laughing in chat too. And I think that's kind of cool. Bondi fired a DOJ employee for flipping off a National Guard. Oh, great.
That's right. You're doing such horrible things to us lately.
So, Jaden, I actually just got a text from Tic Tac that says you're really good at news stories. I just got a guest. If we have a lull, I wouldn't mind going over the news if that's cool with you.
Oh yeah, I did that in my stream earlier. I gotta bring back those tabs.
Hi, welcome up.
Hi. I'm just looking at your conservatives are wrong about literally everything. So that's a big statement.
It is.
Yeah. So you start, man. It's what. Let's start. Where are we wrong? Name the top.
I mean,
I'm conservative, so I want to see if I answer honestly.
I personally think it's everything. So I'll let you pick something you think you're right about, and we'll start with that.
Well, it wasn't my statement, so I'd like it if you.
Sure.
If that's fair. That's
fine.
fair.
I'll start with the Constitution.
Sure.
Okay, so conservatives claim that they're for defending the Constitution, but they'll always back up Trump when he defies the First Amendment, the Fifth Amendment, the 14th Amendment. Thank you, Nikwan.
Yeah, you know, I'm middle America, and I'm light on the politics. I have values and I have beliefs. So I won't be able to get that deep, man. You'll just smoke me. Like intellectually, you'll just blow me out. I'm not going to be able to get in depth and details and quote Constitution and things like that. I guess I'm more of a value and beliefs guy, and I vote whichever way that leads me. Right now, I voted for Trump because I voted for Obama too when he was there. I love the guy. This time I voted for Trump. I've just lost all confidence in a lot of Democrats, quite honestly. That Joe Biden thing, man, it just, like I said, I was a 2-time vote for Obama, but they made big mistakes.
Dude, no,
they
I
made
totally
big
agree.
mistakes, man.
I totally
Come
agree.
on.
It was so terrible that they let Biden go up on that debate stage and say that cats and dogs are being eaten by Haitian migrants and we need to defund transgender mice coming from Saudi Arabia and stuff like that. And it was just embarrassing, wasn't it? The way he tweeted out Kofefi in the middle of the night and says he wants to deport and denaturalize Rosie O'Donnell. I thought that was completely unbecoming and frankly embarrassing of our elderly president. Don't you agree?
I absolutely do agree.
Well, all of those things came from Trump.
Do you agree?
All of those things were Trump.
I know that. Come on. Do you agree on Biden?
On what? Give me.
I mean, I
instances
just
like
agreed
that.
on what you
Just
said.
okay, but you didn't give me anything.
Oh, on that what? Oh, Biden.
What did Biden do that
Come
was
on, you couldn't
as
talk.
incompetent, as embarrassing?
It's hard to get stuff when they can't.
The late great Hannibal Lecter endorsed me.
Wait,
Okay.
Rob, what is your statement about Biden for us to agree or disagree with?
Right.
Do you agree on
It's just
Biden?
a subject. Give me a predicate.
He lacked the comprehensive ability to effectively do his job. He wasn't functional, cognitive enough. In instance, he could stutter. I can't. It's hard.
Okay, I have a stutter, and that's not indicative of having a cognitive impairment.
He's coming out. Nothing comes out, man. He doesn't speak cognitively. He doesn't put sentences.
What was that word?
He doesn't put sentences together. Let me ask you guys this.
Yeah, he does.
Can I ask you guys?
Trump literally dubbed it the weave and how incoherent and incomprehensive his sentence structure was.
He gave it a name.
Dude, I told you, small town America, man. I don't study that shit. I don't care about that shit.
Wait, okay, so you're agreeing
why
that you're.
Can't you guys answer the question?
You're saying okay, but
why
so
can't give me examples how Biden? Because this is the vast of how majority of Americans feel about Biden.
I will tackle this. I got you.
So
I got you.
I'm owning my shit.
Rob,
right?
I got you.
You guys are just arguing with me, man. Come on, let's
You haven't
stop.
given an example.
Okay, I'll answer your question, Rob.
Okay, thank you.
In Donald Trump's first term, right? I'm going to get to Biden, trust me, because we're comparing candidates. And by the way, I don't know why it's relevant because Kamala Harris was the nominee anyway, but we'll get to Kamala in a second. In Donald Trump's first term, he had a trifecta. He had the Senate, he had the House, and he even had the Supreme Court. And he was only able to pass one piece of legislation, which was the tax cuts that mostly benefited wealthy Americans. He promised an infrastructure bill, nothing. He promised to repeal and replace Obamacare. Not only did he fail at repealing it, but he didn't even have a replacement. And even now, as recently as 2024, he said he has concepts of a plan. So never had a plan. Let's be fucking for real. So he didn't pass an infrastructure bill. He's the only president in the history of this country to oversee a government shutdown when he owned both houses of Congress. That was just him. So in his entire term, all 4 years, the first two of which he had a full trifecta, he passed one piece of legislation. Meanwhile, you have Joe Biden comes in with a divided Senate. It's 50-50. And he has fucking Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema as well. Comes in, passes bipartisan infrastructure bill, which Trump promised to do and couldn't do. Passes multiple different pieces of legislation. I think there was 5 major pieces of legislation. A couple of them were on party lines, but a couple of them were bipartisan as well. Joe Biden didn't oversee these government shutdowns. Joe Biden actually oversaw the fastest recovery of every country on earth in regards to COVID. There's not a single country that recovered as quickly from the global inflation, as quickly from the supply chain issues, as quickly from the economic downturn that was caused by the pandemic as the United States of America. So in terms of competency of the job, we had Donald Trump in his first term, and I'll put that up against Joe Biden stuttering any day of the fucking week.
All that legislation, I just have one question. All that legislation that Biden put through, which a lot of them sound great, they really do. Can you give me an example of the results of any of that?
Yes.
Yeah, so 1 million veterans were enrolled into healthcare programs that gave them protections over burn pits, toxic agents, and other substance conditions.
Okay, and they're no longer now. That's been taken away.
Hmm?
And that's been taken away now?
No, I think the PACT Act is still in place.
Okay.
But you asked for examples of one of the many pieces of legislation that was passed under Biden and what it accomplished. Wait, did he leave?
What?
Okay. That might have been a misclick. I'll give him a couple minutes to come back up, but really quickly, this is who we're comparing to. By the way, this is when we say Joe Biden was stuttering.
That's a damn lie.
I just want y'all to hear this, okay?
Pretty soon are the tremendous drop in drug prices. You know, we've cut drug prices by 1,200, 1,300, 1,400, 1,500%. I don't mean 50%. I mean 14, 1,500%.
Now, chat. For those of you with fully functional prefrontal cortexes, I have to imagine you recognize that cutting.
Windmills are driving the whales crazy, obviously.
Mooney, thank you so much. That's
so
another great
true.
example. You can't cut a price more than 100% without giving people money. So if they're trying to say that, if Trump's trying to say that we're being paid for prescriptions, then that sounds great, but that's obviously not true. Thank you so much, Mooney. And thank you, Sapito, for the cap. Can't wait to get my pharmaceuticals. But yeah, I don't know where that...
You know, I actually haven't run the math on this. What is 1,400% off of $700?
It's a lot.
How do you divide this?
So
I need to write this down.
So if 100% would get us down to zero, Feisty, thank you so much for the $10. It says for Kofefi. Thank you so much. Would it be 13 times 700? Is that what it would be?
I don't even know how I would write this.
9,100?
A discount of $9,800.
2,100 back in your pocket.
This is news to me. Where's my money?
I know it's good.
No, get those lights off.
Thank you, Lily.
Off.
Okay, we're gonna bring up our next guest in 30 seconds. I want to play one more. Hold on. Where is it? It's
No more Oreos.
nope. That's not the one.
No more Oreos.
Where's the one with the magnets? Is it this one?
They use magnets. It's a new theory. Magnets are
Oh,
lift the
right.
planes up.
Arnold Palmer.
Magnets in water.
Yeah, and would you rather die to be to electrocution or whatever? All right.
Right.
If you're here for the first time, thank you so much for joining. We're live Fridays to Sundays, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern, doing live political debates, political discussions, and fact checks. We also try to be live for all major political events. So if you like this content, drop a follow, tap the screen. Thank you all so much. And we're going to our next guest now. Also, if you're not following Jaden, what are you doing with yourself? Drop a follow.
Hello. Thanks. This might be the third round of money we've been promised that we're not going to get. There was the Doge dividends, there were the tariff rebates.
The tariff.
And now this one.
Thank you, Whitney. Hi, welcome up. Ruthless?
How we doing?
We're doing.
Okay.
What would you like to talk about?
The administration is kind of like praising him in the conference room.
What? Oh, it's your connection.
Yeah, he's probably got one of those Trump phones. Did they ever release the
clip off of doing that?
Wait, can you run that by us again?
I'm probably having seen.
Your connection might be a little.
Signals you. I'm sorry. There's a clip of Trump administration praising him and saying how much of a great job he's doing.
Oh, yeah, his cabinet meeting.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I think maybe come back up in a bit. Did they ever release Did they ever release the model of the Trump phone? Trump phone.
Yeah, but it's not made in the parts I think are made in either Vietnam or Japan, but the scopes of it are on par with an iPhone made about 6 or 7 years ago. So you're not getting much in terms of memory, in terms of quality.
I have concepts of a plan.
Thank you so much, Lily, for the paper crane. Like I know we've gotten used to it, but like we really have a full blown grifter as president, right? Like the Bibles, the sneakers,
his shredded up suits,
the knockout suits, the NFTs, the Trump coin, which
flags.
Trump coin actually was, I think, his official saving grace, because Trump supporters would always say, "Well, how could Trump be profiting off the presidency if he left office with less money than he had?" Which
now that's not true.
Now that's definitely no longer true. And the only reason it was true was because he had to burn so much money on legal fees, because not only is he very litigious for things that are irrelevant, but he also commits a lot of crime. On our next guest.
We got anybody?
Fight suits, is that anything like fight milk?
No, it's Pam.
Hi, welcome up.
I didn't mean to come up. Somebody brought me up.
Oh, you got invited?
Yep.
Well, no.
Hi, Jaden.
Hey, Pam. Yeah, she's a friendly.
Oh, okay. Can't wait for Truth Social and Truth Social Trump coin to tank. More crime than Biden and all the Dems stealing money for years from. Wait, from what? Are you talking about stealing money from a cancer charity? Children's cancer charity? That was Trump, I think. Might be mixing those up. On our next guest.
Yo.
Hey,
what's up? Hey, Dan.
What's going on?
Any Trump supporters in the chat?
No.
Let's go.
I hope you didn't come up to play devil's advocate.
Nah, I have nothing good. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Any Trump supporters? Thumbs up in the chat.
These and
Well,
that.
you're asking a bit too much of them. I mean, they play with fireworks after
I
all.
don't see any Trump. There's no Trump supporters in here. What the hell? What's going on?
Wait, let me test something. Really quick. All right, laughing emoji if you don't support Trump, crying emoji if you support Trump. Let's see if they're here. Crying emoji if you support Trump. All right, we got one. All right, who's that one?
That was me.
That's fuck. Okay, hold on. Hold on.
That was funny.
Crying emoji if you support Trump.
Damn. Wow.
And this is but okay. To be fair, this might be selection bias, because like Trump supporters probably can't figure out how to click it.
Well, why don't you do a better emoji for the Trump supporters? Like something happy.
Like vomit.
Like
okay, whoa, we got a couple. Hold on.
Okay, there you go.
Got a couple. Let me scroll. Okay, job application.
Gifts also. Someone gifted me, so.
Job application.
There you go.
Are you a real Trump supporter? Request up. And then.
Is this the Trump supporter thing?
Oh my God, this is rough. This is rough.
Why not voting?
Did we win? Wait. Let me check Trump's approval rating. Maybe I just missed it. Trump.
It's very high. It's the highest.
Oh shit! Oh, this might be. They might just not exist anymore. Hold on, this was yesterday.
Yeah, I don't think so, because
Wrong.
I have concepts of a plan.
I'm at 69% approval.
All right, here, hold it.
I'm an Obama supporter.
All right, W.
Nasty.
I like that.
He's not even the president.
He could be the president. If, you never know. I would love to see
Absolutely.
that.
Nope. I'm going to run for a third term. I'm going to run against Obama, and I'm going to beat him so hard.
Well, I I don't know if y'all know this, but there was a Republican who put forth a bill that would make it so that a president could run for a third term only if they haven't served consecutive terms.
Wow.
So basically the Donald Trump can run for a third term bill. This is what it was. Yeah.
Oh, so that would like disqualify Obama, but allow Trump. That would be really.
It would be so awesome, wouldn't it? I'd
We
be
would
like
have to-
FDR, but with scarier legs, and it would be so fabulous.
Is that AI or is that really you?
It's true. You're talking to the president. It's fabulous, isn't it? Listen, let me tell you, we've
scared.
got so many great things we're gonna do in our third term. We're just getting warmed up.
Obama.
All right. So this is from Rep. Andrew Ogles, a Republican from Tennessee. The joint resolution proposed a constitutional amendment to increase the number of times a person may be elected president. The proposed amendment specifies that no person shall be elected to the office of the president more than 3 times, so they'd up it to 3.
I'm blowing out my damn throat.
Thank you. And 2, for any additional term after being elected to 2 consecutive terms. So Obama is disqualified. Or more than twice after having served as president for more than 2 years of a term to which a president was elected. This is like for vice presidents. Yeah, so
That's
JC,
really weird.
JC, thank you. Ashlyn, thank you. Lily, thank you. Ashlyn, thank you. Yeah. I don't think this has been voted on. It was just introduced, but yeah, Andrew Ogles.
What
This
about
guy.
that? What about that one thing that was introduced a while back about voted officials can't invest into the stock market?
Oh yeah, let me
Except for me.
Except for Trump.
Congress stock bill. I think that one has bipartisan support now. Okay. Bipartisan ban on Congressional Stock Ownership Act of 2023. Oh, this is an older one. Okay, so this one was from 2023. I think there's probably a more recent one. Yeah, this one.
Mm-hmm.
Which was actually, this is a Senate bill from Democratic Senator John Ossoff. It has not been voted on or anything.
Thank God.
Can we see Congress's agenda? Congress agenda. What are they working on? What are they doing right now?
Well, you know, there are just too many children in this country that have full bellies at school, and we can't have that. It's an embarrassment, frankly.
Yeah, he does say that stuff. How do you know that?
It's true.
He's
It's
good
so
at Trump,
true.
though. You should do like a big interview with Trump. You know,
Wouldn't that be fabulous?
like put prime time. 7:00 Eastern.
Look at that. We're getting rid of gay marriage. We're cutting SNAP programs. We're doing all of it.
Oh, okay. I have something real quick. Hold on. So I'm so glad that I can find it. I'm so glad that the FBI and the Attorney General's office have been focusing on the real issues, like
Obama.
like going after who's that guy's name with the mustache?
Obama.
That Trump hates. Not Obama. Oh, what the fuck is his name? Chat. He used to work under the first Obama administration.
John Bolton.
John Bolton, thank
we
you.
had to raid his house.
Yeah, I'm so glad that they were worried about raiding John Bolton's house and not looking into this. Can we fucking talk about this? I'll put it up in a second. This is from July. And these are posts from, allegedly, from the shooter. From July. But we're fucking worried about what Trump's ops are doing.
From Minnesota?
Yeah. I'm thinking on shooting up a church, what music to play. Obama. July 29th.
And was he reported to the FBI? I'm sure, right?
I would like to. I mean, I don't know what form this is. I don't know if it's a form that doesn't take that stuff seriously.
Like the FBI has never taken that stuff seriously because that one guy who shot up Stoneman Douglas, he was reported like several times,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and they never followed up on it. They have a very bad.
It was also during Trump.
Yeah, that was also during Trump. It's like every time that Trump is in office, this stuff happens more.
Yeah. All right, Matt. Thank you so much for coming up. Appreciate
All
you.
right.
Have a good one.
Is anybody in the box?
Yeah. Second. Go. All right. Next guest. Maxwell gets work release in federal spa. Love that for us. Hi, welcome up.
Hello, I came up to saw Jaden was like, I was going to ask him, has he ever considered working with Chorus Media?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I've heard of them.
Well, they're a non-profit group that helps content creators grow their platforms and grow.
Well, not in front of Dan. No, I consider it. I don't know. I have to look into them.
There's been some misinformation by The Wire, little group established by a certain Ben Shapiro.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll have to look into them.
Wait, I thought the article is Wired, not the Daily Wire.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, there has been some misinformation from the Taylor Lorenz, the person that wrote that article, but I'm pretty sure you're mixing those up.
I might be.
Anyway. All right, thanks for coming up.
No, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, next guest. Here we go.
Hello.
They're not connected yet on my screen. While they're connecting, thank you everybody who's been hanging out for the past 1 hour and 31 minutes. I really appreciate all of you. Whether you gift or a sub or if you're tapping the screen or even if you're just folding laundry and listening. Thank you all so much. For those that have sent gifts, nobody has to gift or sub. The only thing I ask for is just make sure you're following. Sometimes you might watch a live because it just comes up on your FYP and you just forget to follow. Just double check next to my name. If you see an orange heart or a gray heart, you're good to go. But if you see a red oval, hit that follow button. Now, speaking of those orange hearts and gray hearts, if you do want to support the live for a really cheap way, the daily heart me is 1.5 pennies, I believe. It's 1 coin, which TikTok upcharges 1 coin. So like 1.5 pennies, and you can only send 1 a day. So it's supposed to be good for the algorithm and puts us on the FYP, which will get us more guests and support the live. So thank you all so much. Okay, go to the next guest. I don't think this is an op based on the picture.
Boo.
Yeah, no, you're right. I'm not. I just wanted to pose one quick question, if you'll let me. Why do we need to have a new law that bans Congress from insider trading when it's already illegal and even celebrities have gone to jail? Like, they're not going to agree on it. So why do we need a separate law saying they can't insider trade?
That's a good question.
That's all I got.
Congress people owning stocks isn't technically insider trading, because they're not a part of the company. So like
private sector.
The private sector, yes, thank you. Like in practice, yeah, if you know a bill is going to come up that's going to affect stock prices, then that could be considered insider trading, but we would need a new law.
Okay, I appreciate. Yeah, it still seems weird. It's just like the law is the law. If you have insider info, which they do, it should be illegal. And so that's why I don't know. And they're not. If 80 or 90% of them are doing it, it seems unlikely to get a majority to vote for that law.
it is kind of cyclical in that sense that they make the laws to determine this and have the ability to upend said laws, but they're not going to do that because of the benefits that they get from that. I mean, you would think it'd be a no-brainer, but it's just a conflict of interest at the end of the day. They're stuck.
Yeah. It does seem like it's been gaining more and more bipartisan support. Even famous stock trader Nancy Pelosi now supports a ban on Congress people owning stocks, and I know notable demons like Rick Scott are actually for this as well. So we'll see if this does. The thing is, if this does get to the floor, I think it would be very bad optics for anyone that votes against it. Whereas it was easy before because like whatever leader that didn't want it to hit the floor would just make sure it didn't hit the floor. Like McConnell, for example. If it actually hits the floor, it would be pretty difficult to brush that off, because that's something that both I have to imagine like 90+% of the country, regardless of your political affiliation, is for that.
But yeah, thank you so much. I won't take up any more of your time. I love you guys. Thank you. I agree, but yeah, it'll make everybody look bad. They need to get their stuff together.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. Keep an eye on what Trump's kids buy. That's actually a really good point. The people making the most moves are Trump's kids, especially in crypto. And I think that's well, I don't want to get flagged for conspiracy theories, but
yeah.
No, there are no ops. There are 724 people here, and not a single Trump supporter. I think the problem is that they are under the impression that if they come up, oh, okay, we got one right here. Hey, killer. Andrea fucking Zito.
Hello?
Hi, welcome up.
Can you hear me? It keeps telling me I need to connect headphones, but I don't have headphones.
I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. What's up, guys?
How old are you?
How old am I? I'm 18. I'm pretty sure that's the limit, no?
Yeah.
What's
It's
the
18. I don't know what to do.
what's your year of birth?
My year of birth is 2006.
All right. Support Donald Trump?
I mean, I live in Canada, so at first, I mean, yeah. But then, you know what he's doing in Canada, you know what I mean?
Are you even black?
Am I even black? No, that's Young Thug in my picture.
Yeah, I thought so. It's hard to see.
Okay, anyways. Oh, okay. Anyways, but like, if let's say I was an American, I would definitely want Donald Trump as my president.
Why?
Why? I mean, he's saving you guys. I mean, he's fucking Canada, but like, that's what I said. If I was American, he would be.
What is he
much
saving
better.
us from?
He's saving you guys
What
from
is he saving us
becoming. He's saving you guys from becoming not America. You guys, without Donald Trump, y'all
No,
would
be
become
specific,
like.
please. That doesn't mean anything.
Be specific. Let me be specific. So Donald Trump, what did he do about immigration?
How does that make us not America?
Because you keep letting people in, you're not going to become America. You're going to become
we
India.
are
You're going to become Mexico.
Bro, you said you're 18. You are way too young. Way too young to be this bad of a person. Okay, so you're trying to imply you're trying to imply that immigrants make America not America?
Who do you think's going to take? Yeah.
Oh, he left. His dad's views.
Oh, he left. Okay.
Yeah, the replacement theory.
All right, he's gone.
Yeah, I was testing out. TikTok has these new dynamic effects. Hold on, get it to work. Supposed to make my face gray. Nope. Not right.
Well, it's brown.
Oh. Okay. We'll find uses for him, chat. All right, next guest. Here we
That
go.
was interesting. That's kind of cool. Jeff.
Yeah, what's going on?
I take it you're not an op.
I'm sorry, what?
I take it you're not a conservative.
Huh? Oh no, I voted for Trump.
Oh, you did.
But I was just curious. I saw Jaden up here. Is your friend Tommy okay, Jaden?
Yeah. Did you want to debate?
I'm just curious. Did he get sent to a psych hospital or something?
Okay.
Are you?
Do you want
do you want to debate?
I think he had a dream that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Well, it might be that time to remind everybody that November, December, January, there was a bunch of the 77 million people that voted for Trump. There were a bunch of people that got scammed, conned, hoodwinked, led astray, run amok, who have since realized the error of their ways. But in August of 2025, there are only 4 kinds of Trump supporters. You have racists, misogynists, Nazis, and child molesters, or some combination of the 4. Disagree? Request up.
There's really not much in between, is there?
There's not much left. I mean, how can you see the concentration camps, see the Epstein cover up, and see the
Hey, what's up?
Hi, welcome up.
Mr. House?
Yeah, what's going on, bud?
What's up?
Not much, man. Just chilling.
Okay.
So what's the topic at hand?
On the screen.
Okay, conservatives are around about literally everything. Okay, so why don't we see it through like we did with the Biden administration? I don't understand.
Can you be specific?
Like the whole 4 years, like it was terrible. Like I don't understand why you guys.
It was terrible.
It was terrible, yeah.
What was the worst thing that came out of his administration?
I mean, dude, I live in Southern California, and dude,
So do I.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, it was extremely crowded to where like everywhere dude, it was just like prices went up, extremely crowded. What else do you need to know? Now it's
Okay.
actually
How are any
reasonable
of those things tied to Biden?
because Biden had an open border policy, correct or no?
What was his open border policy?
To where he's letting everyone in.
He didn't let everybody in.
I mean, dude, like it was just obvious. I live out here.
What did he do differently?
It's not obvious if it's policy. That's policy specific. Can you give me something? Anything he signed, an executive order, a measure that he put in place?
I mean, just living life, seeing it out here.
Bro, I live where you live, okay? It's never been more or less crowded here in California. There's 40 million people.
I mean, I think there's a little bit less than now, like nowadays. I mean, my baby mama's a legal immigrant still living.
Jesus Christ.
But I mean, at the same time, I mean, it does seem a lot more cleaned up. I'll say that.
Cleaned up.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, we know which one of the 4 he's already checked the box for.
No, I have not said anything about race.
Okay.
It's funny how you knew that was the implication.
Because that's the only one that it could be.
Uh-huh.
No, you could be a diddler. I don't know. But still, the point stands is that you somehow tie migration to Biden and migration as to being overcrowding and having higher prices, even though migrants bring down prices. But what exactly is the argument here?
That's your opinion.
No, migrants do bring down prices.
Okay.
That's
the
consensus of pretty much every economist. We know that the prices of things that are produced in the agriculture industry go up when we lose migrant labor because the American public does not fill in those gaps in the labor force.
Okay. So how do you guys feel about the Medi-Cal?
Wait, hold on. We don't do pivots without concessions. Really quick. Okay, so Really quick.
Because Cal Optima is still legal. I mean, it's for illegal immigrants as well, right?
Yeah. So really quick.
You live out here, right?
Yeah, why are you against that? I mean, why can't we stay on the topic though?
I mean, what do you want to talk about? I mean,
Well, you said that Biden was so bad, and we had to endure 4 years of terrible policies, and you couldn't name one.
Terrible.
All right, I'm gonna ask you a question. This always stumps Trump supporters. Okay, Alex House. This is my question.
I'm independent,
This
but
is
I did.
yeah,
vote
I got
for
it. Perfect. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know you
This
did.
is my question. What did Joe Biden do differently about the border than Donald Trump did in his first term? What did he do different? He got into office. What did he do?
All I know is that I live out here and that it has been cleaned up since he has been out of office, him and Kamala. I mean, it's been amazing since they've been out.
Hey, what is the vice president's name? The current vice president's name?
JD Vance? What about him?
No, it's James Bowman.
I
But
don't-
he prefers to be called JD Vance, and
Okay,
we give
JD
him the
Vance is
respect
what I
of
know
that.
him as. I don't
Kamala
know.
Harris is named Kamala Harris. That is her birth name. And for whatever reason, despite being the vice president for 4 years and a senator 4 years prior to that, and attorney general and district attorney, you guys can't seem to get her fucking name right. She's been in the public eye for 20-something years now, and you still call her
And I see
Kamala,
that you're black,
Kamala.
and I see that you're black, and she
Where's this
also
going?
has prosecuted all your people over.
All of my people.
Yes, your people, marijuana charges.
Are you fucking idiots not for that, though? You claim
it's
to be for law and
true.
order. When has Trump ever
No.
done the opposite? First of all, she let the Back on
Has
Track
he been
program.
prosecuted?
She let the Back on Track program, which had
Has
the
he been
highest.
prosecuted? Has
Excuse
he been
me.
prosecuted?
I didn't say he. You guys
No,
are
I'm talking
not
about
for.
Trump. Has he been prosecuted?
You didn't even follow what Jaden was
Yes, he has
saying.
been prosecuted, but that wasn't even what I brought
Yeah.
up. Is that
Okay,
your
well,
party is not for the decriminalization of recreational grass. Harris was. Her office only prosecuted 45 people out of the thousands of cases that went before her desk. The Back on Track program brought down recidivism rates 45% across her tenure.
All right.
All right.
Well, either way, man, you guys still go on this TikTok trying to make some money. You guys just fucking talk shit about Trump. That's all you guys
You still
do,
didn't answer
man.
my question, by the way. You
I know, I'm
you
going off
recognize
subject.
you do recognize that, like, when you just believe things based off vibes, it's possible that you're wrong about stuff, right? You might be manipulated by people that stand to benefit from you thinking certain ways.
Then
So
slay me.
when I ask you, what did Biden do differently? Because obviously you're under the impression that Biden caused massive amount of migrants and massive amount of inflation. So my one question to you is, what did Biden do differently than Donald Trump did in his first term? Don't have an answer.
Okay, the man couldn't even meet with any other like leaders of countries. I mean, the man was
He
sleeping all the
met with the
time.
G7.
Huh?
He met with the UN constantly. What are you talking about? He met with the
What are you
G7. He
talking
met with the
about?
UN.
I mean, I'm just talking facts. That's what I'm talking.
You say he couldn't meet or
You
didn't
guys
meet with
just tell
world
me
leaders. He did
I'm
so
saying things
constantly.
wrong. Like that's all you guys do. You guys just say everything you say is wrong. Like I
Well,
don't.
because you're telling me something that's unequivocally and easily disprovable.
Explain.
He went to G7 meetings.
Okay.
He went to the UN. He attended NATO
He
conferences.
has to. Yeah.
Okay, then what are you talking about? You just said he never met with other world leaders.
Because he has to. I mean, I'm just saying.
So
he's-
he has to, and so he
Laugh at
did,
him.
right?
And they did laugh at him.
When? Right. So when he went up
laughed in his
before the
face.
UN
It was
General
like,
Assembly.
This man is sleeping. Like
Right.
he's
So when
sleeping
he
at-
went up before the UN General Assembly and said nobody's got more things done than me, and the entire room laughed at him, wasn't that embarrassing?
It was. Yeah. It was very.
That was Trump. That was Trump.
Okay, that's awesome.
Okay, he got laughed at.
Today
by
I
the
stand
UN.
before the
I'm gonna play
United
it for
Nations
him.
General
So
Assembly.
just in case he doesn't believe you, this is gonna come from your
There it
own
is.
cult leader's mouth. Here you go.
No, I
To
actually.
share
I'm
the
independent.
extraordinary
Excuse you. Do not interrupt your president. Excuse you.
You're right. You're right. Go ahead.
we've made. In less than 2 years, my administration has accomplished more than almost any administration in the history of our country. America's so true. Didn't expect that reaction, but that's okay.
Kind of embarrassing.
I don't know. They clapped. I don't know. Like, what are you getting at?
It's a pity clap.
I mean, what are you getting at, though? I guess that's the
People
point.
laughed at our president. World leaders laughed at our president.
I mean, maybe you guys lived in another country the last 4 years.
I've lived here. Does it not embarrass you that he can invite
come on, dude.
Does it not embarrass you that he can invite the president of Liberia to the White House and
Here-
not
here-
know that he speaks English?
Can I pivot? Can I pivot one time?
Okay, second time really, but
Okay, second time, sure, but the first time it's the same.
why don't you
one.
want to address that? He
Okay,
constantly
thank you,
embarrasses
because
himself
I
before
just
world
want to
leaders.
throw it out here. Okay, you're gonna laugh about this, of course, but my baby mama, she's also illegal. I know you guys want to say undocumented. No, she's illegal. She came here. Yeah, I know exactly. I knew you were gonna laugh. Thank you. Thank you for the laugh. I'll laugh with you.
Where's the joke? I'm waiting
Because
for
I
it.
hope she gets deported. Also,
Why?
but no, yeah, she's not Mexican. She's Filipino. She
So who
came
takes
over
custody
here.
of your kid?
Oh no, I already did.
You have full
Already-
custody? You don't want visitation rights?
No, I already got visitation. I got legal and.
No, I mean you don't want visitation rights for her?
Can I tell you? Can I speak?
It's just a yes or no. Do you have joint custody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you don't want her to have custody.
I mean, if she's here illegally, she's not supposed to be here, and they deport her.
That is a
she's gonna
child's
come to
mother.
me. I understand.
Regardless
that.
of her
That-
legal
that's-
status, why would you be so inhumane as to deprive your child of the basic
Okay.
necessity of motherly love?
Can I explain?
No.
Okay, then.
Nothing to explain there. I mean, you're just
Okay,
heartless.
because when I met her, she was illegal, and I did not know. And then
You should have closed your legs.
Yeah, that was my next point. We both were irresponsible, but at the same time, she all of a sudden, after we had the kid, she said, "Oh, well, we have to marry, otherwise you can't see your kid for citizenship." Okay, explain that one.
You're asking me?
I mean, if you want to answer, I mean, you
That
seem to
seemed
know everything
rhetorical.
about child custody.
Yeah, that seemed rhetorical. What do you want me to explain here?
Anything you have, anything you
Right.
have.
So your child's mother wants to stay in the picture and have close proximity with the child, and you're against that?
I mean, I'm not against it. It's just a fact that, I mean, that's the law. You know, if she gets deported, I get my kid. I'll take my kid 100% because if the tables were turned, oh, dude, she would have already called ICE on me. I've never done that. I wouldn't do that. You know, what you're saying is true. I get what you're saying.
You're putting that out there.
I actually agree with you, Jaden. I agree with you. I would love her to stay in her life, but at the same time, she came here 9 years ago on a visa for softball. She's a professional softball player, and they overstayed their visa, and now she feels untouchable. So she went to court.
Then why aren't you doing your job as a father and co-parent in facilitating that legal process?
I have. I've been battling.
You have.
for years. Yes, sir.
You just said you hope she gets deported.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I mean,
you should
100%.
throw your hands up and quit the battle.
What battle?
The one you just said you were. You said that you have been in the process of litigation in getting her legal status.
No, I never said getting her legal status.
Okay, that's what I just asked.
Okay, then no.
Somebody's getting a call.
Sorry,
Yeah,
it's my connection.
Okay, so what are you doing then? Nothing?
No, I actually have my kid right now. I fought for.
No, not literally. I mean, in this sense, are you doing anything to help her get legal status?
I mean, what would you think I should do? Marry her? Is that what you?
No. But even just presenting paperwork or assigning her a lawyer or getting
That's
her
the
in
only
contact
way,
with a
dude.
lawyer.
What are you talking
What?
about? That's literally the only way. What are you
So
talking
no, it's
about?
not.
Yes, it is.
Help her with the application process.
Why? The lady doesn't even like me. She fucking hates
So
my guts.
what? She has a child with you.
So?
What kind of example do you think you're setting?
Dude, I'm a great father if that's what you're questioning. I don't care what your opinion is on that, but
I'm not going to take your word for it.
I don't care if you do. That's great, but I'm just trying to tell you like I am, and you're trying to tell me,
Okay,
oh, you're
but
a
you
bad
have
father.
to think about what's in the best interest of this child here. And if it's keeping two parents in their lives, then that should require some basic paternal instincts to say, okay, we will work with you on this. Find you a lawyer, find you a translator if need be. get you through that process, get
Now
you
she
the
already had
paperwork you
that.
need.
She had that. I don't know, man. Like, you're not gonna see it eye to eye. I can already tell. But at the
You're
same
not
time,
even arguing.
I mean, what can I say? Everything I say, you say something else, like something about, try to help her out, get her legal status. It's like,
Yeah, it's just a matter of why do you
I'm
think
not her
the
father. I'm
child
not
is
her
better
owner.
off having
Yes,
one parent as
she
opposed
is
to
a
two?
mother of my child. So what? Like, that doesn't mean like I
What
have
do
to
you mean,
fucking.
so what?
So what? Meaning like I don't have to do everything for her. Like you're
You're
saying,
not
like
doing everything for her.
that's what it sounds like.
No, it's not.
Okay, explain that.
A bare minimum effort of keeping two parents in your kid's life is all that I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Really quick. Thank you. Tip for the $5. Trump literally been caught sleeping on live TV during meetings, but sleepy Joe Biden. Nick, thank you for the $2. Have you read this article by
Still getting that money, huh?
Chris? Yeah. I need the $7. It goes towards my
I know.
it goes
I
towards
know.
my
Go
grift
to
goal.
work. I know, go to
Unfortunately, the
work,
price
bud.
of groceries is going up because of the baboon that you guys elected as president. So I gotta grift a little bit. Chris, I
go to
haven't read it, but
work.
I'll look into it. Thank you. Not Chris. Nick, thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. Thank you, Nick.
Sorry that it bothers you so much that people might want
I'm
to.
just talking shit because all you guys do is come on here and you guys just fucking dude. You guys already lost the
You're
election.
talking shit?
Deal with it,
So
man.
was nothing you said real?
I mean, all I'm saying is you guys already lost the election. Why are you guys still on here trying to argue about it? Like,
You
Trump
loser, your
has
party
only been in
lost 7
office
out of the
for-
last 8
He's
elections.
only been in 8 months, and he hasn't done what I want. He could be the fucking next savior of whatever, and I don't give a shit. Like he's the worst. Like you guys.
Bro,
You guys say-
concentration camps and covering up the accomplices of Jeffrey Epstein in 8 months. That is a big feat. I would like to think that most Americans would be against that, but given that we already know that it sounds like you don't care about what happens to people that don't look like you.
Though? I mean, is it proven?
Is what
proven?
Yes, is it proven? Anything with Epstein or whatever you're talking about.
The cover-up is proven. Yes, Donald Trump said, if any of my supporters still care about Jeffrey Epstein or the release of the files, I don't want your support. Yes, the cover-up is proven.
Maybe he just doesn't want to deal with that anymore. He's probably just upset about
Why
it.
not?
Like, whatever. Like, dude, like this is not
You
about
would think if he's innocent. Okay, Alex, if you thought he was if you thought he was innocent, wouldn't he want to clear his name by releasing the list?
Is he in prison?
Does it fucking matter?
Yes.
Wait.
It matters.
So
yes, it
wait,
does.
I'm sorry.
It does.
So people can only be guilty of crimes if they're in prison?
Right.
Okay. Are you innocent until proven guilty? Yes or no?
You don't hold that standard.
Thank you,
think
David.
on
I was about to say that,
migrants,
but go
Okay,
ahead.
so is that yes
Yeah.
or no? No, it was a yes
You don't
or no
hold
question.
that standard, though. You don't believe in that standard because
Who
in
said
MAGA
that?
world,
Not-
in
not-
MAGA's world, you believe that every person who is here without documentation is an illegal criminal alien.
If they came here and they didn't do it the right way,
Have they been convicted?
convicted of what?
Oh my God! Track the argument.
I mean, I'm just asking questions like you do, just the same way.
What do you think I'm implying?
I mean, dude, like if you're talking about immigration, you guys said let's.
You
get back.
said conviction makes the standard here.
Okay, if you're not supposed to be here, just like any other country, correct?
Okay, but
You
if
have
they're
to
not
have a- you have
convicted,
to have a due process.
if
right?
they're not convicted, you cannot call them a criminal, right?
I mean, a legal immigrant is. I mean, it
But
says
you
it
can't
right.
call them a criminal. You can't call them an illegal because then
I
Trump
mean, I can
is.
call them whatever the fuck I want. Like
Trump
I
has
just
committed
did.
more crimes than every average
It's my
migrant
freedom of
has.
speech. It's my freedom of speech. There
Yeah,
you go.
Trump wants you to have less of that.
Yeah, Trump doesn't
But I
like.
still have it. I don't care what he wants. Like that. Here's the thing.
He
like,
wants
that's-
less speech for you.
Also, just so we're clear, you voted. Sorry, real quick. You voted for a 34-time felon. So you don't hold the standard that innocent until proven guilty because Trump was guilty and you still voted for him.
Yeah.
You don't give a fuck about the
Law
law.
means nothing. Law that means
Thank you,
nothing
Marie.
to you. And I want to touch base on the whole parenting thing. Like, your child is going to detest you. Absolutely hate your guts. Will have nothing to do with you and be sure you rot away in a nursing home for the last years of your life. Especially, how old is your daughter? If you don't mind. Can you answer?
Hello?
Now he mutes. The woman speaks, so he's going to be quiet now.
No, I didn't get. Someone muted me. What was the question? Killer chicks or whatever.
Yeah.
KKK.
How old is your child, if you don't mind me asking? I'm a parent too. Like, I get it.
Congrats. She's 2.
She's 2. Okay. And
Yep.
you're already implanting this idea of her mother as being just illegal, and you can't wait for her to get out of the country, and she, you just can't wait to take her from her mother. She's going to hate your guts.
I mean, that's
Absolutely
your that's your opinion, though.
No, that's a fact. That's what's going to happen.
That's your opinion. You don't know my daughter, so that's your
I
opinion.
don't know your daughter.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know your daughter.
So that's your
but
opinion.
My child is 8, and I can tell you now.
That's awesome.
If I spoke illy of her father for absolutely no reason at all, she would have issues with me. And her father is not a great guy. I'll in fact say he's worse than you are. But I would
You don't even know
go
me.
out of the way to make up her mind for her on how she feels about her father.
Okay, do you speak about her father in a bad way in front of her?
I haven't.
Okay,
Not
so
until
there
she
you
started
go.
experiencing
That's-
her own issues with her father. I haven't said anything. All I've done is confirmed what she has told me, that I believe her.
Okay.
So,
Either way, minus like all the stuff we're talking about, father's rights and everything. Man, I self-represented. I got over 50-50 custody, joint legal and physical.
okay, that's not hard to
Get the
do.
fuck
That's
outta here,
statewide.
man.
I mean,
Get off me, man. That's just real shit. Because
that's really easy to do.
It's hard. It's hard for us fathers out here.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
Not
is.
anymore.
Yes, it is. It's a women. It's women's. It's a women's country.
No,
it's a
it
women's
is not.
country when it comes to that family law.
Right.
No.
Who determines that? Who determines that in parental court?
The judge. I mean,
Judges,
every
right.
time.
And what genders are the judges typically?
I mean, it's
it's usually men with
It
laws
varies.
written by men.
It varies.
No, it's
Yes,
typically
it
men.
does. I just had a woman judge, and that's who gave me the 50-50 custody. Thank you.
No, you didn't.
Yes, it is.
Who was the judge?
You want?
He's got it.
Okay.
To be fair, I've had a few judges dealing with my child and with the SADV case against my ex, and it's been mostly men. Huh.
And what has happened?
What has happened?
Yes, like custody-wise, child
Okay.
support-wise.
Well, because, my ex did brutally SA and DV me, I still had to fight like hell, and I have 70% custody. He's got 30 because of that fact.
Only 70?
He does get visitation rights with her.
I mean, do you understand fairness?
I don't think it's very fair. I'm pretty sure that as a woman, I should have 100% custody, and he should have supervised visits at the most, considering
Alright,
he's done
there you
what
go.
he's done.
There you go.
Because of why? He's been violent.
I see. You didn't mention that. Now you mentioned that.
You don't know what DV and SA means?
No, I don't. I really don't.
Well, I'm not trying to get the life flagged, but let's just say he was very physically unfair to me in many ways.
That's not right. Okay, I do feel sorry for you on that one. I'll give you that.
I don't
But
want
I'm-
pity. I want the fact
You
that
don't
even
need
though
any
he's
pity,
done
but I'm
this,
telling you. I'm telling
even
you.
though he's done this, he still gets unsupervised parenting time with this child that has no ability to defend herself if he were to snap. So he's still getting time with her. It's not unfair against men. He still gets rights to a child that cannot protect herself. So don't act like you're the victims here. You
not.
should be doing everything you can to win your child over, and that includes not talking shit about her mother.
Hey, I already have, so I mean, I'm good. You know,
And you're
I-
wanting her to not have her mother. You're wanting to
I mean,
take that away.
If that happens, I mean, that's out of my hands. But my belief is, if you came here illegally and you overstayed your visa, you should have to go back to your country.
You got her
just like
pregnant.
any other country. That has nothing to do with what we're
You
talking
got her
about.
pregnant.
Yes, I did. And yes, and we stood in front of the judge, and I said we were both irresponsible. We both did not use a condom, and we both, why should she have?
No, you didn't use the condom.
Okay, well, she was consensual to it was not rape, so there you go, Jaden.
Well, if birth control fails, she could have done her part and it still failed.
Okay, well, that's not what happened though. So there you go. Anyways, if I can finish, that's I don't know. That's what it is, man. You guys are gonna just keep telling
Well,
me
this is
about.
about what's best for your child, and her mother being taken out of the country when she's done nothing to hurt anybody, to cause anybody problems in this country. All she is going to be is a good mother, and you want to take that away from your child.
What state was this in?
I
Callie,
mean, hurt anybody. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Anybody? What about me? I don't matter.
he hurt.
What
She
state
hurt.
was this?
Oh my! I
No,
think he
her.
said California.
No,
Are
no,
you
her.
California?
So
Yes,
you were the
ma'am.
last guy. Okay, so it's
Yes, ma'am.
California. How was she able to get 50-50 custody?
Because man, I'm a smart ass motherfucker. That's why.
Wouldn't you be smart if you had 100%? Never mind.
I
But
mean that's coming up. That's coming up, Jaden. That's
you would have
When
had
she has no
100.
rights taken from her, like all her rights taken and kicked out of the
what?
country.
Wait, what rights? She's not from here. She overstayed her visa. Like you don't do that. Like let me go to another country and overstay my visa. Let's see what happens. Exactly.
I
Like
don't think it's going to have to come to that point for them to get rid of you, honestly.
why is it not fair?
Because the child needs her mom. The child's going to be crying, saying, "Where's my mom?" She's going to be going to bed at night saying, "I want mom."
Step mommy.
Just a reminder, it is not unheard of that American citizen children will be deported with their foreign-born mothers.
Nope. I have a court order. It's literally stated in there. I wish I could pull it up, but you guys will take all that and fucking
People have literally been deported at their immigration hearings. Court orders mean nothing
Okay, immigration hearings and family law hearings are way different. She's a legal immigrant and she was able to walk into the family court and she had no problem. So that has separate issue.
And you lost 50% custody?
No, I actually gained. She kidnapped my kid twice.
She
There you go.
kidnapped. Yeah. So how
there
smart
you
are
go,
you in
Killer.
court if you lost a case of kidnapping?
What are you talking about lost?
You would have had more if you brought that up, or if that had sufficient evidence
have the
against
proof.
him. But you have 50%
done.
custody.
It's not
It
done.
seems like you lost a bit in court.
It just happened in May, buddy. I mean,
Okay, right. And this mother has 50% custody towards a kidnapping victim. I think you're failing as a father.
That's your opinion. I respect it, but at the same time, I don't agree with it.
Did you sign your name like as her father when she was born, or when did you come into her
ma'am.
life?
I've been there her whole life.
Since she was born?
Yes, ma'am. Even before.
And you see how vital a mother is to a child this whole time, and you still want to take that away.
I mean, it's not me. You're saying it like I'm doing something. Like I'm like going over to her place and arresting her. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying, like, she's here illegally. I didn't even know that when I got her pregnant, and we do have a kid together. And if she gets deported, what should I cry my eyes out? I mean, she came here the wrong way. Like, what's the problem?
The problem is that you're lacking empathy here, not just for your child, but for the mother of your child here.
Nah,
You may
not for
not
my
care
child.
about them. You may not care about.
You got it wrong. Not for my child. You threw that in there.
You do lack empathy for
No,
your
I do
child.
not.
Yes,
No, I do
yes, you
not.
do,
No,
because
I
you
do
don't
not.
care that one of their parents will be without visitation.
She has another mother then, because the mother is acting.
Okay, so the stepmom just takes everything, right?
I mean, she doesn't
Just takes
take
over.
everything. She don't take
Does
everything.
Does she just fill the void of that lost mother so perfectly that she forgets about her?
I mean, she actually came here the right way. She's the same. She's Filipino. I mean, if you need to know every specific,
Didn't ask any of that.
I know I just stated it, but at the same time,
That doesn't make her a better mother.
No, I'm just saying.
It's just
both know
disturbing that you
knowledge.
think you know more about what your kid wants in terms of the relation they have with their mom.
Because I'm their father.
So you know everything. Do you own your kid?
I do.
You own your kid.
Yes, I do.
And you own their preferences and their beliefs and their wants.
At this moment in time, yes.
Okay, then yeah, you're a terrible dad.
That's your opinion.
That's a fact.
Not at all.
You're not willing to afford your kid even a basic level of
I
autonomy.
buy everything for my kid. I don't know what.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so what do you mean? Just
They're
because
their own person with their own wants, desires, and traumas that you fundamentally don't care about.
How
That's why I
often do you
say
have
you
your
lack
child?
empathy.
I have my.
Just because
I have my kid 50-50. Why?
I mean, like, okay, just because it's 50-50 doesn't mean you literally have
Okay.
her 50-50. Like, how many days of the week do you have her?
3.5. That's half.
3.5?
There you go. Yep.
Okay, and do you say you provide everything? So do you pay her mother to buy things for the baby, like, entirely? Do you provide insurance?
Yep. All of that.
All of
Every
it.
bit of it.
Come on.
What do you mean? Come on. What do you mean?
Come on.
I have Cal Optima just like she does. Are you guys gonna hit me up for that? You got.
Does she not provide anything for your child? Can you sit here and say she provides nothing for your child?
I'm not gonna say she provides nothing, but she does brainwash. Yes, I mean at that age.
Are you not the one on here saying that
about
she's a
you?
bad mom because she's an immigrant?
You just
It's
said
not
you
only
owned your
because she's
child.
an
Is that not
immigrant, though.
brainwashing?
Dude, like you're twisting my words. I didn't say because.
No, I
she's an
point blank
immigrant,
asked you.
I didn't say she's a bad mom because she's an immigrant. That's false. No, I never said that one time.
Well, you know what I mean. She's illegal,
No, I don't know
quote
what you mean.
unquote.
I don't. Like you're just saying things that I didn't say. Like that's not true.
So because she's an illegal immigrant, she's here without citizenship. That makes her a bad mom.
I wouldn't say that makes her a bad mom. I just think that, like the legal process, the girl that I'm with now has came here the right way.
Girl.
Yeah, the girl. Did I stutter? I don't know what. I didn't say boy, did I?
It's weird that it's not a grown person, but all right.
I mean, she's grown. What, I mean, do I have to be specific?
Then why are you calling her girl?
I mean, that's just how I talk, man. Like, originally, I'm from the Midwest. I don't know if that's like a thing, like, because you're from out here. I don't know. But either way, yeah, my new girl. What about it? Is that wrong to say?
I think it's just weird that you infantilize the fuck out of immigrant women.
I don't what? Where
Well,
did
you do. You just did.
How?
The
Calling her girl.
Yeah, what about it? That's how I say.
That's never mind.
Are y'all getting married?
Nah, we ain't married.
You're not married, but you're already
Getting
considering her like the stepmom.
Yeah, she's been there since birth too. I mean, we've been together since then. I mean, I made a mistake.
fucked up.
Hey, hold on, let me finish. We all make mistakes, correct?
How old are you? Guest?
I'm 35, gonna be 36 on
Oh
Sunday.
my god, you're my age.
Fuck, man. You act like you're like 21.
Dude, I love your guys' responses, but yeah, I'm not 21.
The fact that you're this old and that you're
I
so
got my shit
mature.
together too.
You don't have your shit together.
I mean, you don't know me. You're just saying like what you think. Like that's a
In
thing. Like, that's what
regards to
you
the
do.
information you gave us about you so far,
Dude,
you don't have your shit together.
I'm not in front of my daughter speaking like this. This is between like me, you, Jaden, the other guy, Dan. So like, what are you talking about? I'm not in front of her speaking like this. I'm talking to you guys. Like, there's nothing to do with like her. Like, besides what like the mom that you guys keep bringing up. Like, if she gets deported, what am I supposed to do? Cry my eyes out? She's been trying to fuck me over.
We already know that you won't.
I know I won't, because she's been trying to fuck me over for 2 years. Why would I?
By wanting you to be a stand-up dad.
No, that's a thing. I've been a stand-up dad. She's been just trying to get child support. She's been living off the government. So what are you talking about? You have no idea. That's a thing. You don't ask.
I want to get child support for the child you brought into the world. Okay.
Yeah, and I take care of. That's what I'm saying. That's a woman mindset. You guys just expect child support. You guys just want it. I had a kid.
Oh.
Let me get some child support.
Yeah, that
because
$35 a month
I
really
can't
goes
do
far
nothing.
for me.
Well,
Give me
well,
that
too bad for you,
$35.
man. Maybe you should get a better lawyer, just like he said earlier to me. You should get a better lawyer.
I'm not worried about child support at the time. I mean, I'm definitely
Okay,
feeling
most
that I
women.
deserve a fair share to help take care of her, considering, he doesn't provide insurance or anything whatsoever. She's with me majority of the time. 2 days or 4 days max out of the month she sees him. So yeah, I feel like if he is wanting to be a stand-up dad, he would help see that she has things that she needs.
Well, I
No.
feel bad for you. I don't know what to tell you on that one.
I don't
mean, that
need you to
sucks.
feel bad. I need you to feel bad
I'm
about
just
who you
telling
are.
I'm
dude.
just saying, like, I feel bad for you because you're like throwing out pity statements. I mean, Like, oh, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that. I don't
No.
know. What if he came on here and he said something totally
The
different?
point is that is not what women are just after, child support. If I could,
It's
yeah, I could probably
statistics.
ring them
It's
through the.
statistics. It's just straight up statistics.
Straight up
Like that's what it is. I mean, that's how it goes in America. I mean, you know, if you're the woman in the relationship or just having a kid, you're gonna end up getting like most of the time, because my case was pretty good, but most of the time you're gonna get the custody, you're gonna get that child support. That's what she was after, and the judge seen that, and the judge was like, "Fuck that shit." Is that wrong?
The judge said, okay, well, if he is a fit enough parent, let's bring the child into his life so he can provide more.
These things can be contested and often are. I don't know why you think that somehow there's an ultimatum that goes before judges that automatically rules in favor of the mother. You can absolutely contest these things.
It's
But very clearly, either you have to acknowledge that there's a gender pay gap, or that there are issues within maternity leave that leave women without a great deal of money versus the husband. You can address those things. You can address that they generally make less than their husbands do.
Okay.
Or male counterpart. And would require things like child support.
Yeah.
On top of that, she's a migrant.
Yep. Yeah, she is.
What the fuck
Okay,
does
well,
that mean?
I don't know what's going on, man. I got nothing else to say.
I don't either, man. I think I stumped you on it. Either way,
Yeah.
man, you know, you
I
guys
think you need to be more respectful about your child's mother.
I don't have to do anything you say, girl. Like, you know, at the same
Girl?
time.
I'm older than you, little boy.
Okay, little girl, like you can be respectful to the dad. Maybe the dad has a
Well,
point.
stop calling
Maybe
people
the
girls
dad-
and boys.
Yeah, maybe the dad has. Okay, mom, that maybe the dad has something to say that.
Listen here, Junior. All right, pick up your
Here we
knuckles
go.
for 5 fucking
Okay, you
seconds,
might-
please.
Yeah, go ahead, bud.
You're 35. Isn't it about time you're potty trained?
Right.
Come on. I just want to say that it's not that you deserve maybe less respect, but maybe she deserves, I don't know, equal respect.
She has that.
Modicum.
She has that. What are you talking about?
Sure
Clearly
sounds
not. You want her to be deported, but
I don't
all
want.
right.
I said if it happens.
Shut up. I'm about done with this
shut up,
conversation.
too,
Stop
yeah.
talking, House.
You're a fucking idiot, dude.
All right, y'all. One tap and I'll drop.
Pick me out. Cocaine.
No, what?
I don't know what that last thing I was
that
going to say
idea?
was.
All right, well. I'm going to call it for tonight. I'm tired. But thanks for having me on.
Yeah, of course.
You guy just exhausted me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Z-Kicks.
I honestly feel drained from that conversation as well.
That was gross.
That was rough.
Thank you for letting me come up. I really appreciate it. It's been forever. Thank
It
you.
has been a while. But yeah, you're always welcome. Thank you for coming up.
No problem. Y'all have a great night. I love you. Make sure to cash out Venmo in his bio. Bye.
Thank you. And yeah, make sure you're following Killer. Make sure you're following Jaden. Thank you both so much for coming up. Sorry, I gotta get some. Like that guy drained. That guy was an energy vampire. Yeah. Like he literally drained my psyche. Thank you, Mooney. Thank you, Mooney K, for the DJ glasses. Thank you so much. Gwen, I don't know if you're still here, but thank you so much for the PayPal. Malbec, thank you for the feather mask. Palette cleanser. Okay, hold on. Someone. And if I could, okay. Colby, if you wanted to come up, now's your chance. Hi, welcome up.
Glad to be here. Just real quick, wanted to come in. That guy that was talking to, he was just on the call, Alex or whatever his name was. He seems like a real piece of shit. You know, a real man does not get rid of the mother of their child. A real man does not make comments like that, saying she's just trying to steal my child care. That was disgusting, listening to what he was saying. And I just want to say shout out to everybody here who has the same views as me, and shout out to you as well. You know, we stand for the right side of things. As a Democrat, you know, I'm happy to be. Republicans will say they're the family of, or
The party of family values.
party of children. They're not. Democrats are. You know, I'm glad to be on the right side of history, and that guy was fucking disgusting, to keep it honest.
Yeah,
He was.
I
The
mean,
comments he was making too, calling people girl, boy, you know, it's fine, but it comes to a point where it's derogatory, and why are you even making those comments? But that's all I had to say. I just wanted to take a few seconds.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Yeah, I just wanted to build on what that guest was saying. How Republicans say that they're the party of family values, and that they care about children. Just as a reminder that whatever the Republican Party is today does not care about children at all. Anyone that would push to install a surveillance window into a children's bathroom is not okay. GOP lawmaker changes law to help relative facing child rape charges. State Senator J. Stewart Adams had a relative charged with raping a 13-year-old, so he rewrote the state law. He made it so that if you're 18, but you rape a 13-year-old and you're still in high school, then you're all good to go. Where was this? This was in Utah. Yeah. The bathroom was in Pennsylvania, but the rape was in Utah. And don't get me started on child marriage. Every state that has ever tried to get rid of child marriage, it's always Republicans voting against it. We're going to go to our next guest shortly. If you're here for the first time, thank you so much for being here. We're live Fridays to Sundays, 7 p.m. Eastern, doing live political debates, political discussions, and fact checks. We also try to be live for all major political events. So if you like this content, drop a follow, tap the screen. Thank you all so much. Okay, this is pretty much the only Republican state so far that has banned child marriage is Missouri. Its child marriage is still legal in pretty much every other Republican state. Missouri Senate once again overwhelmingly approves child marriage ban. The bill, sponsored by Democratic State Senator Tracy McCreary, would ban child marriage outright. The state Senate Rick Bratton, a Republican from Harrisville, filed similar legislation. So this was as recently as 2025. All right, go to the next guest.
Hey, how's it going, Dan?
It's going.
Just going. It's not going great.
No.
Why not?
Because my president is putting up big banners of his face on federal buildings, just like the dictator in North Korea.
That's kind of cool. Which building did he put his face on?
Here, I'll pull it up for you.
Yeah, let me see that.
There. Here, so
that's kind of.
I mean, you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to. If you want to finish, you're gonna have to get off the live because it's against TOS for you to finish while on live. So, but here's an unrelated picture of the country that you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? North Korea?
Yeah, that's right.
Nice. So there's some similarities there. Do American citizens drink water just like North Korean citizens?
For now.
Okay. Cool. Well, that's kind of cool, man. So what's your biggest gripe with Trump? He puts photos of himself up. Is that it?
No, that was just today. My biggest gripe right now is probably the way he is militarizing ICE and racially profiling people, moving them to countries that are not of their origin and putting them in maximum security prisons for the rest of their lives, even though most of them haven't committed any crimes. And that's all on our taxpayer dollar. That's probably my number one moment.
Gotcha. So you said the militarization of ICE. So do you want ICE to not be effective, or
I don't want ICE like raiding Home Depots and rounding people up based
Why
on the color
not?
of their skin. Oh,
Well,
why
what
not?
do you
Because
mean
I'm
based
not
on the
like
color of their skin?
I'm not like a racist piece of shit. That's why not. What do you mean?
Well, you said based on the color of their skin. How do you know that's the case? I don't like that either. Can you?
Yeah.
Can you say someone who was deported because of the color of their skin?
Oh yeah. Kilmar Abrego Garcia was deported because of tattoos.
Well, he's an illegal immigrant, so he actually deserves to get deported.
No. So
he
never received due process.
Yeah, but he had a deportation order, though. You know that, right? Actually, 2.
Okay, but those were both before his third court order. I love how you guys ignore the third most recent court order that said that he could not be deported. He had a
he can't. No, he can't be deported to El Salvador.
Huh.
The location is
where did we put him?
Yeah, it was El Salvador.
Okay.
Yeah, but you said he didn't deserve to be deported at all, which is not true.
Well, I don't think anyone
right?
deserves to be deported without due process. But
Oh well, he had his due process because he had a deportation order.
okay, so when
didn't
you're
know
picked
that?
up, so when you're picked up and sent out of the country.
Well, I wouldn't
without a
because I'm
review of your documents, without a review or a hearing. That's
So what documents did Kilmar Obrega Garcia show them that they didn't review? Which ones?
how can he show them something they didn't? There was no review of anything.
Oh, they didn't review anything, and you know this how? Because you know he had a deportation order, right? He
Okay,
had a
show me the
court hearing.
deportation order. No, let's take a look at the deportation order.
You want me to pull up? You could just Google it. I'm on my phone right now. What do you want me to do?
You could tab out and pull it up.
And screen share it? I've never done this before.
No, you don't have
Can
to
you
screen
do
share
it?
it. Just tell me what the name
Oh,
of the
so you want me
article
to
is.
just look it up? Sure.
Yeah.
Wait, so what do you think the whole fuss is about the location of where he was deported to? You know,
so I have a big
thing was that
problem.
He wasn't able to be deported to El Salvador. Not that he couldn't be deported.
Yeah, and the reason that he was deported there is because he didn't receive due process. Had he received due process in a hearing, the judge would have been.
He did. That's the whole thing. That's the whole point.
I don't think you understand. You don't just get due process one time in your life. When you are arrested, you're supposed to get due process.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did. Okay, so then how is it possible that he was able to be deported to the one place?
Record of deportable inadmissible.
Okay, can you tell me the date of his hearing in 2025 when he was deported? Can you tell me the date?
The date of his hearing in 2025. Why does it need to be in 2025?
Because he was arrested in 2025.
No, he was deported in 2025.
How can you be deported? Wait, I'm sorry. How can you be deported without being detained?
Yeah, he was already detained, which is how he got the deportation order.
No,
Do you not
no,
understand how this works?
wait, no. You're 100% wrong. He was not already detained.
So
he was living in Maryland.
How did he get to court in the
He was
first
living
place?
in Maryland because he had a protective order from a judge. It was the most recent court order. He was living in Maryland, and
So
he was
how
arrested.
did he go to court? How did he get that protective order without ever getting detained?
I don't know. I don't know how to explain this to you.
You don't know how to explain
I've
it?
already answered
Why
it.
did he
No,
go
okay,
to-
you think? Listen, you think you're cooking? No, I'm trying to explain to you.
Yeah, I
that-
clearly am.
Okay, so if I got arrested in 2010, and then I went to court,
Right.
and then I get arrested now, I still get my due process. You don't just get one. It's not like a punch card. You get one, and that's it.
So
Okay.
when does the actual deportation happen? Right after the court hearing? Is that what you think? The judge slams the gavel and then they deport them? Is that how you think this works?
Okay. So you're under the impression. All right. So just so we're clear, you're under the impression he was under. He had a deportation, open deportation
He did.
order.
Not that I'm under the impression.
Oh, then pull it up for me. Yeah,
did.
tab out and get it. Get it for
I'm
me.
literally
No, oh
looking
wait,
at it
tab
right
out and get it for me. Nope, I'm no longer listening until you provide evidence to that.
I'm literally looking at it right now.
Oh, okay. Where is it?
On justice.gov.
Justice.gov.
Do you want me to read you the URL? justice.gov/AG/media/1396906.
Wait. No. Don't read the URL. Just read the title. Read the title of it. It's on justice.gov.
Ilmar Obrega Garcia documents. Justice.gov. You'll see his deportation form.
Okay. Here we go. So, this is 2019, right?
All the forms are there. All the
Perfect.
records are here.
So, which page is it? That shows that he's
Do
supposed
you
to
want
be.
to see the deportation form? That was on page. Where's the page number? Page 4.
Page 4. Okay, perfect. Page 4. This one right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
Record of deportable, inadmissible alien.
right. Date of action 3/29/2019. Now, when a judge saw him because he received his due process, and the judge determined that he would have a protective status in this country, what date was that?
Nope. Wrong. What do you mean? When was that? How do you think he got this deportation order?
This isn't a deportation order. It's a record that he is deportable. It's not a deportation order. And this is before the judge ruled that he could not be deported.
It's not that he couldn't be deported. That wasn't the judge's ruling. Do you not understand this still, months after this happened? Where do you get your news from? Who is telling you this?
I'll just pull it up for you.
Please do.
Okay. So the withholding, is it in here actually? Okay, so although the respondent stated that he intends to file for asylum, his eligibility appears limited to withholding of removal and protection under the Convention Against Torture due to his failure to file an application within 1 year of his arrival in the United States. Those forms are a relief. No, it's not this. It's after this. Okay. So, I'm going to pull it up. Holding of removal, Abrego 29. All right.
Oh, you're my network's going.
Notice how this is after the March arrest. This is in October of 2019. Okay? This is what happens when you get due process after being arrested. Pages is this? Let me get to the part that's going to make you say, "Oh, never mind, you're right actually."
Please.
Okay. Based on the above, the respondent has demonstrated that he was subject to past persecution on account of statutorily protected ground. He is entitled to the presumption under the regulations that he would have a clear probability of future persecution on account of protected ground. Given his testimony and other evidence concerning official corruption and other abuses, he has demonstrated that authorities were and would be unable or unwilling to protect him from past or feared future persecution. Given country conditions and respondent's inability to avoid the threat through internal relocation, the respondent could not necessarily avoid the threat through internal relocation. Okay. Nor would it be reasonable for him to expect him to do so. DHS has failed to carry their burden to show that there are changed circumstances in Guatemala that would result in the respondent's life not being threatened, or that internal relocation is possible and reasonable. The facts here show that Barrio 18 gang continues to threaten and harass Abrego's family over these several years, and does so even though the family has moved 3 times.
Yeah.
We're going to get to the ruling at the end. Hold on. Relief from removal under CAT. The applicant for withholding of removal under the CAT bears the burden of providing that it is more likely than not that he or she would be tortured if removed to the proposed country of removal. 8 CFR section, you don't have to read all that. An applicant who establishes that he or she is entitled to CAT protection shall be granted withholding of removal unless he is subject to mandatory denial of that relief, in which case he shall be granted deferral of removal. applicant is subject to mandatory denial of withholding of removal under the CAT if that individual has participated in the persecution of others, has been convicted of a particularly serious crime, has committed a serious non-political crime outside of the U.S., or is a danger to U.S. national security. Okay. In assessing the likelihood of future torture, the court must consider all evidence relevant to the possibility of future torture, including, this is all the things that they went through to determine. Conclusion. The respondent's application for asylum is time barred without exception. However, he has established past persecution based on a protected ground and the presumption of well-founded fear of future persecution. DHS has not shown there are changed circumstances in Guatemala that would result in the respondent's life not being threatened, or that internal relocation is possible and reasonable under the circumstances. Therefore, the respondent's application for withholding under the Act is granted. Finally, his CAT claim fails because he has not shown that he would suffer torture. Withholding under the Act is granted. The application for withholding has been granted.
Yeah, so he can't go to El Salvador, which is the administration era.
Yeah, so there isn't an order to deport him. There's no order for deportation.
Dude, you just looked at the order of deportation. You saw it in the justice.org or justice.gov documents.
Let's say that what we just looked at was his order to be deported to El Salvador. Then he sees a judge. The judge says, actually, he cannot be deported to El Salvador, and so he's free to go and apply for asylum. How is it in your head that you think that now means that we go back to the original order and can just erase it and write a different country?
Because he's an MS-13 gang member.
There it is. Okay. Do you have any evidence of that?
Yeah, I mean, the local police department confirmed he's an MS-13 gang member.
Okay, so if this was the case, listen, you know what? If he's an MS-13 gang member, then
which is a terrorist organization.
Perfect. I love that
for your viewers.
I love that for you. I love that for you. Okay. The best way to determine this would be with due process. Okay. So we agree, right? He should have due process. And then if he's MS-13, throw him into the sun, right? Do you agree?
Yeah, he was given his due process.
No, he was not. We just walked. I walked.
The deportation is the due process.
The due process would be now to determine that he is an MS-13, right?
Well, you're equivocating due process with like a judge with a trial.
Do you know what due process is?
Yeah, due process is the legislative or administration process of carrying out the rule of law.
The legislative or administrative process of carrying out the rule of law.
Or the judicial or legislative. Yeah, way of carrying out the rule of law.
Okay. Well, it's not legislative. It's related to the judiciary.
So if there's a law that says this is the process for dealing with someone who committed this crime, then that's following due process.
Okay. There's a law, right?
Mm-hmm.
That says that it is illegal to kill somebody.
Right.
So if I say Dirk Funk killed somebody,
right,
that is not enough for you to go to prison for killing somebody.
Right, because the due process there is getting a fair hearing.
Right, that's right. Okay,
Yeah.
so
So
Kilmar
what's the
Abrego
due
Garcia
process
has
for
not
deporting
gotten
illegal
his due
immigrants?
process to determine that he is in MS-13 like you claim.
So are you saying every person that we turn away at the border has to have a court hearing?
Turn away at the border is very different.
They cross the border illegally, right? And you want them to have a court hearing before we send them back? Is that what you think the due process is?
If not a court hearing, at least an analysis of their situation.
Wait, but why not a court hearing?
Well, because it might be multiple people at one court hearing, not every single individual person. But yes, you have the right, and it's in the Constitution.
You really think you have the right? No, that's just not true. That's just not true at all. You really think the due process for turning someone away at the border is actually bringing them in and sending them to the
No,
court
you have
system and
to
having a trial?
stop saying turning someone away at the border. Turning someone away at the border is not what happened to Kilmar Abrego Garcia. This was not at the border. This was
I'm giving you a
Maryland.
scenario in which
Maryland is in the United States of
does not
America.
involve a court.
Here, hold on.
Deportation is an administrative process. It's not a criminal process. You're bringing in due
See this
process
right
to
here?
these criminal acts.
This is the United States.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Maryland. Is he a Maryland man? I saw you had Maryland highlighted.
Yeah, that's where he was
Would you
living.
Consider him a Maryland man?
Yeah. So when
he's
you're on
El
American
Salvadorian,
soil, you have rights as per the Constitution. Do you
so
care
if
about the
I sneak
Constitution?
into China, am I a Chinese person?
I don't know what the Chinese Constitution says. I'm
Okay,
not
well,
a
that's
Chinese
not-
person.
that's
I'm an
not
American. I'm an American who cares about the country and the Constitution. You don't, obviously. You just
So
care about your
I
cult
could
leader.
sneak into Canada and be Canadian?
I don't know. I don't care and know
Yeah, but
about the
that's
Canadian
not-
Constitution.
nowhere
I'm
in the
talking to
world
you.
does that.
Hey, Smoothie. I'm talking to you about the United States Constitution. I'm not talking about
Right.
Canada. I'm not talking to you about China.
A Constitution? What's that have to do with anything?
How
does that relate to deportations?
Because all persons under the 5th and 14th Amendment are entitled to their due process. It's in the Constitution. It's our governing document. Our founding
Can you
document.
show me where in the Constitution it says that?
Yeah.
Are you going to bring up the 14th Amendment?
Is that a problem?
Well, I'm just curious if you are. Because that's kind of funny if you are.
Why is it funny?
Well, because the 14th Amendment is for freed slaves.
Does it say that in the 14th Amendment?
No, it doesn't. But if you
No,
have
it doesn't.
a brain, you
It's
could
just
interpret it way.
it's just that to fit your narrative. Got it. Okay.
Well,
So,
if you have a brain, you could interpret it that way.
oh, okay. So what's the Second Amendment for? Is it for AR-15s?
It's for guns in general, yeah.
Oh, guns. No. Wait. If you have a brain, you know that it's for muskets, actually. So you're good with giving up your guns, right?
Wait,
for muskets?
why if I had a brain, it's for muskets?
I'm showing what I'm doing is I'm showing you the hypocrisy.
No, I know, but how's that
you're
related at all
you're
to
not
the-
willing to take the words literally for due process because you're a racist piece of shit. But for guns, you need your shiny metal penis. Okay. I hope you have the life you deserve.
Racist from?
Where'd I get racist? Because you wanted to, anyone that's for mass deportation, anyone that's for concentration camps. I'm saying it right now. I don't care if you're here legally or illegally. If you want someone to be rounded up based on the color of their skin, you're racist. You're racist. I don't care. And by the way, I'm gonna go a step further. If you voted for anybody, let alone Donald Trump, if you voted for anybody, and one of your top 10 reasons was immigration or the border, you're racist. Sorry. Okay. So, Brian T. Keith, only citizens? I'll pull it up for you. So this part doesn't say citizens. We can go to the Fifth Amendment also. Where do you want to go? Here, this is the 14th Amendment. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States. No state, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without the due process of law. The last guest, right, needs to pick which thing they value more, their racism or their shiny metal penises, because you can't both ignore the words here but then say we have to follow exactly. The Second Amendment is for all guns. They even read the future and knew about AR-15s, but this was only for freed slaves. When they said any persons, that was a mistake. That was a typo. They didn't. Like, I get you want to have your cake and eat it too. You want to be racist and have a small penis. I get that. But you have to pick pick a fucking struggle. Damn. Why are you mad, Alex House? I'm mad because I respect my Constitution. I'm sorry that I'm born as a proud American. I apologize that I hate when traitors come up here and try to gaslight us into thinking that the Constitution doesn't matter. Holy shit. Why is he mad? They're just sending immigrants to the concentration camp. They didn't even come here legally. Why is he mad? Donald Trump's just protecting the pedophiles on the Epstein list. Why would he be mad? Why is he mad? Donald Trump's just passing executive orders that violate the Constitution. Why the fuck do you think I'm mad? Is that proven? Which part? Everything I fucking said is proven. The executive order to get rid of the birthright citizenship violates the 14th Amendment. The executive order jailing people for burning the American flag violates the First Amendment. The how many more? The executive order regarding deportations violates the the 5th and 14th Amendment. Is the Constitution proven? If you're not mad, there's something wrong with your brain. No. You know what? We cannot grant them. I'm sorry, we cannot grant them the uninformed excuse anymore. November, December, January, sure. Window lickers, knuckle draggers, mouth breathers that thought that Donald Trump could reverse an entire pandemic and bring back pandemic prices. They got hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok. That's fine. In August of 2025, they're not dumb. They are defending this because they are this. They have to defend. Oh, Donald Trump's protecting the pedophiles. That's good. They have to do that because they are attracted to children. We know this. It's the Republicans that defend child marriage. It's the Republicans that want to inspect children's genitalia in locker rooms. When they defend the mass deportations and the concentration camps, they have to defend it because they don't like people with different skin colors. They have to. Okay. Trump speaks for their depravity. Exactly. No, and I think it is very, very dangerous. Thank you, Ice Cold. I think it is very, very dangerous for us to keep calling MAGA a cult or calling them like stupid. Don't get me wrong, a lot of them are stupid. But those that are still around in August of 2025, they are one of these 4 categories: racist, misogynist, Nazi, pedophile, or some combination. Period. That's it. We proved it today. The one guy came up, racist and misogynist, talking about how he wants his undocumented baby mama to be deported because she's getting child support. The last guy, well, actually, it's okay to deport people without due process because they came here legally or illegally. And actually, the Constitution doesn't protect them because even though it says all persons, the Constitution actually meant citizens. Sorry. I'm not sorry for what I said. I'm sorry for crashing out. Okay. 2016 Democratic primaries. What is your question about the 2016 Democratic primaries? If you're here for the first time, thank you so much for joining. We are live Fridays to Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, doing live political debates, political discussions, and fact checks. We also try to be live for all major political events. So if you like this content, drop a follow, tap the screen. Thank you all so much. If you support Donald Trump, you are a bad person. Prove me wrong. Request up. Who won the 2016 Democratic primaries? That was Hillary Rodham Clinton. Hi, welcome up. You will vote for progressive candidates. You will support human rights. You will stop supporting bloviated, narcissistic, thick-ankled fascists. You will vote for whichever candidate supports a woman's right to make her own healthcare decisions. You will vote for whatever candidate supports the rights granted in the Constitution. You will vote for whatever candidate supports LGBTQ rights. You will vote for whatever candidate supports common sense gun legislation that will save our children. You will vote for any candidate that supports taxing the top 1%, and not blowing a massive hole in our budget. You're a strong, confident woman, and you will stop voting against your best interests. Go to the next guest. Hi, welcome up.
Hello, Dan.
Hello.
Yep.
Can I help you?
I think you're an idiot. Sure.
Awesome. Why do you think I'm an idiot?
Because, first off, I think you're bad faith. I think you probably watch a lot of Destiny. And, I don't like him.
Yeah?
There you go.
I'm also not a fan of Death. So you explain.
You love him, dude. Come on. You love him.
Okay. Can believe that. That's fine. But
Dude,
can you explain?
come on.
Can
Show
you
your
explain
YouTube.
why?
Show your YouTube search.
Can you explain why I'm bad faith?
I just think that you like to classify people as things that are harmful whenever you don't know anything about them.
Oh.
And you just generalize.
Well, if you support Donald Trump, I know a lot about you.
Okay, so what can you tell me if I told you that I voted for Donald Trump?
I can tell you that you think it's worth spending billions of dollars of taxpayer money to violate people's human rights and send them to concentration camps if they are not here legally. Is that true?
Anything else? I'm like a racist misogynist.
Well, I mean, like I said, it's one of the four combinations. So, like,
and from your point of view, like liberals are just like these angelic.
No, there's a lot of liberals that suck ass, like Destiny, for example. I'm just saying that Trump MAGA supporters are one of those four. It's like super simple, yeah. And conservatives are wrong about everything.
I can see the Destiny autographed One Piece thing in the back, dude.
Bro, why are you obsessed with Destiny? Just go watch that video, all right? I don't know what your issue is. Just
yeah. I just think that you tend to classify people.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. How about this? How about I guarantee you I can prove you are one of those four within 10 questions or less.
Okay.
Okay. Question number one.
The craziest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Okay.
I can tell you that you're a misogynist, racist, bigot, just piece of shit all around with 10 questions.
Or less.
Or
okay.
less.
Here we go. Question one. Why do you support Donald Trump?
He was a lesser of two evils, pretty much. And I agree with conservative values over liberal.
Question two. What conservative values do you agree with?
Well, I'm a Christian, so I'm going to align with conservative values.
That didn't answer my question. I'm not counting that as question two. You need to answer the question. What conservative values?
Ask it again.
What are the conservative values that you agree with?
Christian values.
Can you be more specific?
Just Christian ethics in general.
Okay. So, question three. When Jesus says that we should welcome the stranger and heal the sick, feed the poor, and when he says that it's easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into heaven, how can you justify that the Republican Party of today showcases Christian values?
Wait. Okay, well, do you think like a communist system would be better than what we have today? You have a problem with
I
rich
need you to
people?
answer my question.
Okay. Ask it again.
Okay, so with everything that Jesus teaches, how is the Republican Party demonstrating Christian values?
It's definitely not perfect, but I do agree that liberal people want to help people, and I know their hearts are in the right place. I just think their application is really bad, to be honest. So I'm more of a centrist, I guess, but
The third
with the
time you haven't
social,
answered the question.
well,
Just
this
go.
is what I'm saying. Like, I think both sides embody Christian things, but I think the social values of liberals nowadays is more detrimental to society than the ones that conservatives espouse. Like, for example, like the whole trans shooter recently, like your side completely
Really quickly,
tries to
before you
glorify and
pivot, okay, before you
romanticize
pivot,
that.
can you do me a favor and answer my fucking question?
Well, I just said that both sides embody Christian values to some extent. They both don't as well.
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
that,
So now we can go.
and listen,
Great. Now we can go.
well,
Actually, go
well,
back.
well,
This is so simple.
Listen. I'm just telling you.
Mhm.
I know liberals' hearts are in the right place.
Okay. No, I can't have you monologue about things that are not answering the question. Okay. You answered question 3, stating that the reason that you support conservative values is because they are Christian values. I wasted a question because you refused to be more specific. So question 4, I asked you, what Christian values do conservatives portray? If you're not going to answer the question, then we could just move on. You just give up. You know that I'm gonna cook you in the 10 questions. So
No, I don't think so.
okay.
I
So
think
which
that,
Christian values do conservatives exemplify?
like, just traditional family-oriented, there is a specific, like, okay, there's a problem I see with liberals. It's like everything, the subjectivity is the highest, like, peak, if that makes sense. Like, subjective truth is the truth, where I think that truth is an objective thing, but you
Well,
guys,
what the fuck are you talking about? What Christian
like
value
LGBTQ,
does?
you think that men can become women. You think that all of these things are up to interpretation. I don't agree with that kind of
Okay,
stuff.
so just say it with your chest. You
That
hate
makes
trans
sense?
people, right? That's where you're going with this.
No,
You're gonna say
no,
that.
not at all. Not
Okay,
at all.
okay. Where in the
I don't hate
Bible?
anyone.
Where in the
But you
Bible?
think that truth is completely interpretive. It's completely subjective. You think that every truth is like equally as good. Just let people do whatever they want. I don't think that breeds for a good society.
What about anything you just said? What about that diatribe had to do with Christian values?
Because Christian values, there's a specific thing that we're oriented to. With you, it's like,
Which is
just
what?
do whatever you want. Which is having families. That's like a big helping your community. Loving one another, being compassionate. There's
Where do
certain
conservatives
gender
show this stuff?
dynamics.
Conservatives are against this. They want to take away lunches from breakfast and lunches from school children.
I don't know anything
They want
about that.
they literally cut Medicaid and Medicare with the last bill. Conservatives do
Well,
not show this.
I don't know what the alternative, like what they put the money into instead of that, but I don't think that they want to hurt kids.
But you don't think that they want to hurt kids? They literally,
Your side
they
is
literally
completely
don't protect our
pro-trans
kids.
stuff, and we just had a
When the
trans
Uvalde school
cure.
shooting, Emmy, I'm going to bring you up shortly, and then after if there's
Trans
anything left of them, if
cure
there's
like
anything
2
left of
days
if there's anything left of them, I'll bring up Naquan. But Emmy, I'm going to bring you up shortly.
Exactly.
When the Uvalde school shooting happened, Republicans in Texas not only did nothing, they loosened gun regulations. They said next time we want more kids to die. Okay, they don't care about
When
kids.
did they say that?
If a school shooting takes place,
and I'm not saying that you do, which I know
if a
you're
school shooting takes place
pro-trans.
and then you loosen gun regulations, what do you think will happen? Tell me.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't think that
those
I
of
don't
us
think
with
that more
critical
kid- I
thinking
don't
skills,
think-
those of us with critical
Well,
thinking skills can recognize that if there is
No.
a gun violence problem in this
No.
country, maybe making it easier to access guns would probably make the crisis that took place
No, it's
more likely to
it's-
happen.
It's not the guns that are unaliving people. It's mentally ill people that you guys breed and romanticize, such as the trans shooter.
Okay. So I'm gonna bring up a trans person to speak to you.
Okay.
I hope you'll be okay with that. But just as an FYI,
Yeah, I don't really care.
yeah, great. Just as an FYI, your side wouldn't
Wait,
even
really
support.
quick.
Your side
Really
wants
quick.
to cut mental health funding anyway. Your side does not care about mental health.
Really
You guys
quick.
want to say, shut the fuck up for just 1 second. I'm sorry. You guys
You
want to
guys
say,
love to bring up guests to talk for.
well, yeah,
Why
because you
don't
want to talk
just
about
debate
trans
me
people, so I'm going to
yourself?
bring up a trans person. I will leave.
They're not a pundit.
I
They're
won't
not
say
a
anything. I
pundit.
won't say anything. So you don't have to.
They're
You
not
don't
a
have to get
pundit
dog
on
piled.
Trump.
Okay. I don't know why you talk over me. Can't we just?
You guys always got to call in a friend.
Can we
It's lame.
You know what's lame? Wanting to talk about a group of individuals and then not wanting to talk to that group of individuals. You know
I
that.
don't care what this person says.
I know you don't. I know you don't because you're ding 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 ding. You know which one of the four? Nazi, because the Nazis killed the Nazis besides the Jews also hunted down and killed members of the LGBTQ community, and you clearly do not like them. Okay, so you already in 4 questions you already gave it up. You gave up the goose. That's one of the 4. We might hit all 4. Maybe we'll get bingo with you. But I'm gonna go ahead and bring up Emmy, and then we'll see.
Dude.
Hey, Dan.
Always got to call in a friend. What's up?
So this is the thing. What can I? Well, sorry. Hi, I'm Emmy. What's your name? What can I call you?
Who, me? You can call me Bartholomew.
Bartholomew. Cool. I'll call you Bartholomew. Could have picked a cooler name, but whatever. So from what I gather, you have a moral Christian stance against the trans community, and then you also have something that you think it's mental illness. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. So let's use some of your logic here then. Is having a mental illness a sin?
No, we're all afflicted with things that we struggle with.
So if someone, so here's the thing. First of all, before I actually go down this route, just to make it clear to chat and everyone else, I'm going to go down a route here with him to use his own logic, but this is not justifying in any way the argument.
Do we glorify
hang
people
on,
with
excuse me,
schizophrenia?
I'm talking. Excuse me, I'm speaking.
Do we make schizophrenia
Bartholomew,
glorified and romanticized?
Bartholomew, hang on. I'm not. Hang on. We're gonna get.
Well,
there.
answer that really quick.
Hey, we're gonna get. No, hang on. We're
Do
gonna
we
get there.
romanticize
What,
schizophrenia?
I just need. I'm sorry.
I will
just
answer your question.
We just in this live and in society usually we like wait for a person to finish speaking before talking, like in the middle of a sentence. So, thanks. Go ahead, Amy.
So, chat. I am going to make sure that he justifies and that he can actually argue the point that it's a mental illness. So we're gonna get there in a minute. But just I'm gonna go down his route of logic really quick, just to make it clear to chat, just because I know this can get touchy. So Bartholomew, if someone is depressed, is that a sin?
To wallow around in it, I think that yeah.
So I'm talking about clinically depressed, as in there's an imbalance of chemicals in their brain that causes them to not be able to control being really, really down and not being able to sometimes get out of bed, things like that, because of a chemical imbalance caused by nothing other than just natural means, whatever it would be. Is that person?
Yeah, if you do nothing about it, yeah. If you do absolutely nothing about it and you sloth all day.
That's not what I asked. I asked is someone
I
who's
gave you
diagnosed.
Nuance to it. I gave you nuance to it.
No, I look. I reject your nuance because it's not part of the question.
Okay.
What I'm getting
if
at
you do nothing about
what I'm
it,
asking
yes.
is having a mental illness alone a sin?
No, but if you do nothing about it and wallow in
so
it,
that's the answer to the question. So if being trans was a mental illness, would just being trans alone be a sin? In and of itself, none of your nuance. Just answer the question.
In the actions and you glorify it, then yes.
I'm going to engage with your nuance here in a second.
Are you going to allow me to answer?
I'm going to engage with your nuance.
Okay,
I'm letting you know I will.
Then why don't you allow me to answer? You just
because you
complained
did
about
answer,
me.
and then you want to add all this stuff on to gish gallop around and muddy the waters.
Well, no one's gish galloping.
I understand how you steamroll.
Do you think
I spend a lot of time doing debates, my friend?
Okay, well, how
I understand how you play this. You're not going to get away with it here.
Let's be super cordial, and let's just ask a question. I'll answer. We'll go back and forth.
Okay, but you're not going to gish gallop around and add all this other stuff to muddy the water.
I've literally added one sentence. I would consider gish gallop like 5 whole sentences.
Yeah, but you're trying to muddy the water with all these additional terms.
I'm not at all. I'm not at all.
You're trying to muddy. No, listen, you are. Dan,
no,
back me up here. He's trying to muddy the water by adding all this additional nuance that he doesn't need.
I'm not.
So we can address your nuance here in a second. But you agree that just simply being mentally ill is not a sin. It's nothing against God, right?
No, but if you engage in those actions,
okay.
And if
so
you're
that's again. I said alone,
answer.
and then
I gotta answer.
No, hang on, Bartholomew, stop.
Yo, Emmett.
Because I said alone.
Emmett.
No, I said alone. Shut up.
Bartholomew, stop. Wait, what do you?
Emmett,
I,
can
s-
you let me?
I said alone. I said, is being mentally ill alone a sin? And you said no, but, and you had to add all of this additional stuff on
It's
to try
literally
to
four. It's
soften the
like
blow
10 extra
and
words.
try to soften it. I'm
It's
not
10
going
extra.
to let you get away with it.
You're not allowing me to get away with
We are
anything. I'm
going to
just.
address that point in a
You think this
second.
is just simple as that?
No,
Like, do
I
you think it's
told you
just
we are
this?
going to address your nuance in a second. I'm trying to get to a simple
Okay.
point here first and
Well,
make this
no,
thing
you're
clear.
trying to. No, you're trying to like do this thing with the audience. Just allow me to answer the questions and be good faith.
I was addressing the audience
No,
because
you're
I
being
wanted to
bad
make sure
faith.
that any trans people in here know I was not going to be a trans person saying
You're
something
being completely
harmful
bad
because it
faith.
could be misinterpreted.
Okay, you're being
I'm
bad
making
faith.
sure it's a safe space.
Okay, just don't get too offended. Just ask a question, I'll answer it, but I'm gonna add a sentence on after.
So now we can talk about the nuance. If someone does not do something about being depressed, okay, if they don't go get mental health help with it, maybe they don't have access to it, they don't start taking medications for it or going to therapy for it, show me in the Bible where it says that that's a sin. Because you said it was a sin.
Well, we all have a purpose. God made us with individual
That
talents
doesn't
to
answer my
glorify Him.
question.
Oh my God, we
Show
literally
me
can't
in the
have a debate.
Bible, so that means tell me a
You
verse
can't
that would
you
tell us that it's
can't.
a sin.
Are you gonna allow me to answer? Like, or are we
Are you
just
going
gonna
to
do this
answer?
bad faith tactic?
You're doing the bad faith tactic. I said, show
No,
me in the Bible, and
you're not
you did
allowing
not
me
bring
to
up a
answer.
verse.
You're not
So
allowing
go
me to
ahead.
answer.
Go ahead.
Sir, you're not. I mean, whatever you
Yeah,
are,
that was
you're
on
not allowing
purpose.
me to answer.
Continue,
Okay.
please.
Okay.
Continue. No, no,
You're
no,
not
Dan,
allowing
Dan,
me to
Dan, that's
answer,
fine.
sir.
Dan, it's
I
fine.
can't. I
Go ahead
can't.
and answer.
No, I can't. I'm
Do
sorry.
you see
Like
how stupid that is? As soon as it actually comes out that he's a fucking Nazi, he can't keep his mouth shut and like just stop and actually have a good faith debate. He literally came up here acting like he was going to be the one to prove you wrong and then did nothing the whole time but prove you exactly fucking
that.
right. And
Really quick,
go ahead.
chat. I know. I caught the I caught the misgendering. But I didn't want to. It's I didn't want it to be my decision. If Emmy wanted to continue to engage, I wasn't going to step in. But like at that point, it was getting out of hand.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
and I appreciate that because too often, as soon as it happens the first time, people just drop them and let them get away with the shit. And I'm cool with it happening a couple times. I'll address it when I need to, but I know that a bigot's going to be a bigot. As
Yeah.
soon as they open their mouth about me, about people like me, they're going to be a bigot. So I understand that, and I'm going to let it kind of get to a point where it needs to be addressed. And it did happen a couple times, but whatever. I, I just have to say one thing, Dan. I am so sick of people coming on these panels like that and saying the most abhorrent shit as if it doesn't matter if they're not being serious. Right? Like so many times they're just coming up here to just like be the asshole in the room and just to say the nasty shit because they want to be like a middle school edgelord. I don't understand how they think that they're still okay. Like, if you're saying that kind of shit, if you're coming up here and saying the kind of stuff that these Trump supporters have been saying the past several weeks, even if you are doing it in jest to let those words leave your mouth, you are a fucking piece of shit. I just had to say that. Because I can't anymore. Anyways, I'm good. I just, you know how it goes. You just get that point where you're like, oh, crash out. Okay, I'm good. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Emmy, so much.
Good night.
How do y'all not get super cynical about people with these guests? So OGs, this is how I look at it. So the guests that we get now in August of 2025, we already know. I expect nothing. My expectations are in hell for any guest supporting Donald Trump in August of 2025. It's like I said, they're one of the four or some combination. Racist, misogynist, Nazi, or pedophile. One of those four. The reason that or the way I get out of getting super cynical is I recognize that 90 million people didn't vote in the last election. And some of those people did it for selfish reasons, right? They, they didn't want to have to learn, or they wanted to be able to criticize both sides, or they wanted some kind of moral superiority or whatever. But most of those 90 million are just trying to live their lives, trying to provide for their families, going to work. We have a situation where voting is not a national holiday. We have a situation where our social medias do not push us to the truth. It pushes us to whatever keeps us on social media the longest. And I recognize that a large portion of the people in this country, if they truly knew who was living amongst us, if they truly knew these August 2025 Trump supporters, they would come out in droves. And so I appreciate, I think finally, Trump is finally helping us to make America great again, because he has been such a horrible person that we've been able to officially call out anyone that got hoodwinked into voting for him because of inflation, anyone that got tricked into voting for him because they're 18 and didn't see his first term. We can call out all those people, because now all that we have left, this is like the precipitate of a solution in chemistry. All we have left, the racists, misogynists, the pedophiles, and the Nazis, or some combination. So we can show this to those 90 million. And hopefully, if we still have elections, we can put these horrible ideas back into their small corners like they used to be. We can make racists afraid again, like the hat. Because before Donald Trump, these people existed, but they were not emboldened to talk about their views. They weren't emboldened to come out and talk about the great replacement theory, or to talk about child marriage, or to talk about the fucking crime in certain cities and the ratios. I'm not going to say the dog whistle, but you know what I'm talking about. This is stuff that, now that their leader has made it clear, they're more open to talk about it. Because look, in their eyes, society had pushed them into the corner. They're the villains, right? They're racists, they're misogynists, they're pedophiles, whatever it is. But now, look, well, I can't be the villain because that guy is a billionaire and the fucking president, and he's saying the stuff I'm thinking. So Donald Trump is a symptom of the problem, but he's made it so that it should be much easier to identify the problem. Anyway, I appreciate that, Kiki. Thank you. The same people who rigged the 2016 Democratic primary still have power. Did your vote count? Okay, Corey. I'm gonna. If you're the same person from before talking about the 2016 primaries, we will talk. Donna Brazil is the person who gave Hillary Clinton the debate questions ahead of time. Donna Brazil no longer has power. The media was part of the reason that super delegates were being presented as if they were pledged delegates. I don't really see how you can have you can remove the media from power, but they've already stopped reporting it in that way. So in what other way was the 2016 primary rigged? This is coming from someone who voted for Bernie twice. In what other way was it rigged? I voted for Bernie twice, and I recognize that he lost both those primaries. More votes went towards Bernie. Corey, that's a lie. If you want to come up and talk about it, we can come up and talk about it. But that's like not true. We could. This is like a simple Google search. Hillary Clinton, 16.9 million votes. Bernie Sanders, 13.2 million. All right, we're going to go to our next guest in a second. Hey, baby. Okay. Here we go. Going to our next guest. You're muted, Dan. Yeah, I did that on purpose. Okay. I am gonna be wrapping up after a few guests chat. I'm trying to keep the lives under 4 hours for my own mental health. Hi, welcome up.
General Pam Bondi briefed President Trump about his name in the Epstein files. Believe it or not, Pam Bondi is scheduled to speak today at a conservative international summit against human trafficking. But when she was set to take the stage, a Justice Department deputy came out instead. I do have a note from the Attorney General. Unfortunately, I'm recovering.
Cindy, did you mean to request?
No, I'm sorry.
You're good. No worries. Okay, chat. We might need to do something about my tabs. Look at this. This is getting out of hand. Oh, wait, you guys can hear Lyndon? Lyndon, you're interrupting the live. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Guest isn't connecting. Twitch and YouTube, I think I'm going to end your lives so that I can play music that is copyrighted. Excuse me. I'm going to end your live streams. Twitch and YouTube, I love y'all. For those of you that aren't following on Twitch and YouTube, make sure to do so because we got a strike on TikTok yesterday. So this might be the end of, who knows. Make sure you're following. Links are in my bio for the Twitch and YouTube. That's the reason I prefer YouTube to TikTok. It's easy to join the live accidentally. Yeah, when you're tapping, it is easy to join. Dang it, I'm going to end your lives. All right, y'all. Twitch, YouTube, love you. Have a good night.